section.
What is up, YouTube? We are glad you guys are here. Yes, I'm playing a little bit of music in the background, but you know what? I just don't care anymore. So
Red flagged.
Red flag immediately.
You're done.
Immediately.
I'm going to attempt to try to go live elsewhere, but we'll see if that. No, it's not working. Okay, so that's fine.
I'm ready.
I'll have to play with that later.
It was
All
a
right.
good song, the best song.
It was the
And
best
we're
song.
immediately off YouTube for impersonating Trump.
I do love Twitter. NASCAR still reviewing the film of when the caution came out to determine the finishing position. Hold on, wait. This guy, is it possible Logano will be pushed to second? Like, no, bro.
No, bro.
It wasn't even close.
possible.
I think he led the entire green-white checker. Like, stop.
Yeah, no. All right, let me know when you guys are ready, and I can start the actual podcast.
I'm
part
good.
Of it.
I'm
I
ready.
think
Yep.
I'm ready.
You all ready?
I'm a happy
What is up,
pappy
Megan?
over here.
What's up? Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We got someone. We got a fan, y'all. We got a fan. Woo!
I'm trying to figure out how to use
In case you can't
this
tell, we were
MacBook.
I
very,
ain't gonna
very
lie.
hyped with
She's here for one person. And it's not you.
It's not you.
Or
It's
you.
not you.
Or you.
It's because Blaney
It
was
may
in
be
second.
me.
I don't think it's for you either.
I think it is for me.
Oh,
If she's here for anyone else, we got a problem.
that's probably true.
Well, okay, DJ's the only exception.
I might be an exception, which sounds really weird if you don't know our family dynamic,
I mean,
She
it'd be
just loves
it'd be
producers.
interesting over there. You know?
right? You are from Tennessee, right?
Excuse me,
I am, but not them.
Good old Rocky
enough.
Top. We're here to see
That's not the right word.
All right, stop. Let's go.
hometown
me,
lovers
Wait,
Alabama.
hold
for
on.
me.
You gotta let me send the links.
I'm just gonna
DJ.
go ahead and go.
Wait, let me send the links.
Come
Nope.
on.
Here we go.
Send the links.
Give you up. It's never gonna let you down. It's never gonna get around then.
The first round of the playoffs is here, and Joey Logano wins the exciting race at Atlanta. Matt apparently can sing, and is this the best super speedway we have ever raced at, or is it just the playoffs intensity ratcheting up? I couldn't even speak.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ratcheting up. We are here for the speed. I am DJ. I'm glad to be with you guys. What is up? Your turn. Yes, go ahead.
You didn't say.
Sorry, I'm joined by.
Thank you. I mean, that's like a thing. You got to tell me when it's my
Just
turn.
in case you didn't know, it's just Jake.
No,
Yeah, Jake
it's,
doesn't
Does he
have
have a title?
Rocky Top, Tennessee fan,
Whatever.
2-0.
He's never rooted for them before.
What's up, Jake?
Oh,
It's Jeff.
By the way, Megan clarified it was for Matt.
What is up, everybody? It's a Brad Keselowski fan over here, RFK fanboy, and Rocky Top
Hold on.
winner this week. It is Matthew in the house. We are here. We watched Atlanta. How did everyone feel about it?
Wait. We do have a major update.
Oh, really?
Hold
Lindsay
up.
says
Chastain
Jeff,
wins.
Hold on, wait. Jeff needs a blanket because it looks like he's wearing underwear on stream. Question of the week, right there.
There we
Wait,
go.
who said that?
Lindsay, can't tell you.
Oh,
Oh,
Other
that's funny.
popular news.
I am single.
Lindsay's looking at your crotch.
What were we talking about earlier?
about
We
Tennessee.
are talking about Atlanta winners. We got Joey Logano clinching the win with Ryan
Ryan
Blaney
Blaney.
pushing him. It's not even a question.
track-
He pushed him, dominated him.
Trackhouse versus Penske.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
awesome.
who gets the money. I mean, green, right, checker. Come on, short track speed.
Green, white,
Green,
checker.
white, checker.
Green, right,
Come on,
checker.
brother. This is old time super speedway racing.
I will
right
say
here.
that push from the one ended up in 13th place.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, that sucked.
That
Well.
last turn going for the
All or
teammate
nothing,
play.
I guess.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Chase Elliott is just kind of rude. He don't
Hold
respect
on,
us.
hold on. You're saying this?
I'm not a Chase Elliott fan
3
anymore.
years ago, you would have like.
I have one driver left, and he's very much in question. We'll go into it.
I want to
It's
count
Bowman.
how many 9 cars you have.
If
as far as that
if
goes.
Bowman leaves Hendrick,
I can see
again,
one
we'll
from
go
here.
into it later. If Bowman leaves Hendrick,
Bro,
I
you
may
dropping
I may
spicy.
no longer be a Hendrick fan.
Spicy hints right now. Come on.
I don't know.
Come
I
on.
kind of hope that
We'll
Carson
talk
Hocevar
about
ends
it
up in the
later.
48
Let's-
because I would be the biggest 48 fan in the world.
Let's jump into the rating. DJ,
We'll talk
first
about
opinion.
it later. Don't
Okay,
ruin the
Let's
thing.
jump into it. You haven't gone first. First rating at Atlanta. Let's go.
9.5.
Ooh, 9.5. 95
I will-
out of 100.
So
Let's
what,
go.
Wait. What was it missing for you to give it a 10?
The finish that last
The three
race
wide.
had.
So you
three
need,
wide.
You need
He's a
what? A
finish
3
kinda
wide
guy.
or a 4 wide?
No, I'm just saying we didn't have a 3-wide finish this time.
Yeah, it's Logano's
the last Atlanta race, I would say it was practically a 10, or if not, it was.
I mean,
a 10.
if there was a 10, it was
That was last Atlanta. Yeah. So I would say if that's a 10, then this is slightly worse because the ending kind of you had that that lines kind of finished up.
I'll give you that. I get it.
But
I get
otherwise, the whole race was amazing.
Jake, jumping to you. What do we got for a finish?
I
Just
give
cup.
I give it a 9. I give it a 9.
9, solid 9.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Jeffrey?
want a little more on the green white checker.
Yeah.
A little more competition for the lead.
Red
But-
tires change that.
Before no.
On a super
No,
speedway.
Walmart changed that.
Walmart. Okay.
Walmart.
Here we go.
Walmart ruined it. Anyways,
Ruining small businesses and our race.
Why is this not the Coke 400 or 500 or whatever
know.
this race was?
You would think it should
in all
be.
seriousness,
It's in Georgia. I mean, come on.
Hey, I could have used 100 laps on this race. It was awesome.
I would have agreed
Yeah,
with you.
no, it was a good race. I wish, typically we kind of want to caution late.
Stop eating my trophy. I worked hard on this.
You didn't do a thing.
I did everything.
You found the
He
trophy.
did nothing.
It's worth it. All right. Sorry, Jeffrey.
I give it a 9.
I want
A 9.
normally we kind of hope for the green white checkered at the end.
Yes.
But like this race, I didn't want it.
You didn't
know?
want green on checker?
No, because the racing was.
I mean,
good.
we got it, but whatever.
I could
knew
agree
it
with
was
that.
going to take a lap and a half for people to build runs. So like you're gonna, I don't think there's much chance of multiple green white checkers.
It's 100% personal, but I wanted Elliott to wreck. So nothing against the fan base. It was a
Yeah,
it was
you
a
better
personal
clarify that because they're going to
fan
come at you.
base.
They
with
might flip you
This
off.
trophy right here, it
That's
was
it. That's
purely for that.
That's at least half our fan base, going by the statistics. So,
Please do not count us for that. It was purely for this trophy.
yeah.
Anyway, Jeffrey, what do we got?
Jeff said a 9.
I said a 9.
9.
Man,
Yeah. I'm kind of in agreement. Like the other race was too good. Like this was kind of looking to become that way, but it just didn't end up having the
Didn't have the end.
Yeah. I mean, like if they were able to stay in line, that top line, and really have like a close finish, then I would probably give it the extra point or maybe
Really?
a half point. But just because like that top line fell off so quick after the restart, it was like that kind of sucks. Like you knew Joey Logano was probably gonna win going into turn 3, so it's like wasn't as close. I felt like it was.
okay.
Bro, Megan,
Homer.
control your wife, bro.
can't
Bowman's a
even read it.
hack.
He
Get the
is.
hell outta
Thank
here.
you, Megan.
Get the hell out of here. The dude ran top 5.
Stop
sucked.
manipulating your
all
wife.
day long.
No, he was good. He was actually good.
Watch us win next week.
All right, so I will jump to my rating.
Hey,
Yeah,
I was
Matt,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
since Chastain is out, I'm gonna be Bowman for
I'm
the
gonna be 100% honest with you boys. This
Only
was
a person
10 out of
drinking
10.
Trulies would say that.
This was a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
You stop talking about it truly.
Sorry, go ahead.
This was a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Race was a win. Every lap was exciting. I was hooked the entire time. I did not want to step away. I didn't care who won,
If you
even
didn't
though it
have-
was my driver.
I'll say, you didn't have 2 fantasy drivers finishing 1-3.
I'm fine with it. I'm selling it. This was a 10 out of 10.
So there-
Atlanta is the best super speedway we got right now.
I mean, that's really hard.
Argue it.
It's really hard to debate that point.
I know it is.
You said that like lap 20, and I was like,
Best
dang,
super speedway.
I don't know that I can
It
argue
is
that.
the closest to a 1990s, early 2000s.
Now you're stealing my line.
That is true. You
jump
are
in.
stealing his
Why,
line.
hey Jacob? Why is this
Stop,
the
sit down.
best
You're out of frame.
Atlanta super speedway we've seen? Why?
No, I mean, the wear and the control of your car and the way it handles and everything. I think it is something straight out of the 90s. I think you're right. I mean, we talked
Exactly.
about that.
It
to-
was solid.
Okay, I think to me, yesterday, and we'll get into it, was something out of the 90s. Today was something straight out of the early 2000s.
Okay.
Similar era. There's a couple era changes, but close, right?
Yes.
I mean, I thought it was dope. I thought it was really
It
good.
was so good. Both races, I think, were phenomenal.
Yesterday.
When you say both,
well,
you
we'll
mean
go into
Xfinity, right?
yesterday. But
Yes, sorry. Xfinity and Cup were phenomenal races.
Yesterday was a pleasant surprise. After this this package has kind of not really delivered, especially at Michigan. It was very lackluster. So I think Atlanta for Xfinity yesterday was super dope. But again, we'll dig into that a little bit later. But anyways,
So we got what? Joey Logano, He won the
Gross.
race, locked in,
Gross.
top 12. Let's
Yes.
go. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of thought it.
Right.
How
Yeah,
they
I mean,
were running.
You picked him, right?
Joey, yeah, I picked
Good pick.
Joey
Good
Logano.
pick in the fantasy league.
So
picked him too.
my picks were Logano, Blaney, I forgot Bubba, which wrecked on the last lap. That freaking sucks. And I had Logano, Blaney, Bubba, and someone else in there.
I don't know who that chat.
I can't remember. Sorry,
so
guys.
so right now we have 12 people in our fantasy
Byron.
league.
I had Byron. So
Okay.
Byron is a solid pick.
We have 12 people in our fantasy league, and there's 3 of us that are really tight for the top. It's me, Kuzman, and Goose. I'm sorry, no, me,
Lewis.
Goose, and Lewis.
Yes.
Right now, that's the top 3. So,
You guys are like up there by maybe 50.
but it's been
one
been
race.
all year. Chill out.
Yo,
You've been back there in 8th all year. Stop.
playoffs
Matt.
are
Stop,
different,
Matt.
brother.
Stop, Matt.
Come
You're wrong.
on.
Wasn't
Playoffs.
hold on. Wasn't Nate up there at
stop.
one point?
playoffs
Yeah,
are
like
different.
back in March. I don't know. Nate's been gone for a while. Anyways,
Stop eating my trophy. All right, so just in case anyone hasn't noticed, you're on YouTube. This is the official trophy for the Here for the Speed podcast
Fantasy League.
If whoever wins it, it gets shipped to you. All right, if Jake wins it and y'all suck, it stays here. Sorry, it'll
It's
be on
gonna
the table
happen.
all year. It's gonna have Jake's
You
name
have-
right here.
The only requirement we have about shipping it to the winner is they have to take a shot out of it.
Oh yes,
Whatever
It has
we
to-
decide-
it has
whatever
to be
we
a murder
decide.
It's
drink.
Malort. It's always
Everyone
gonna be
gets
Malort.
one mixer and one liquor. So
No.
good luck.
anyways, like it's been real tight between us 3. So I was so excited that they both picked Larson because Larson is terrible at super speedways. So I called them. I called Lewis right away. I was like, "Wow!" He's like, "I know." I'm like, "I don't care." Wow! You know? Our fantasy league has no money, has no nothing.
None.
all
It's
pride.
all
Nothing.
about bragging rights and
And this
talking
trophy.
crap and
Right
this
here.
trophy.
Well, this is new.
But it's been fun.
We've
true.
never had this
That's
last
true.
6-7 years. It's all been bragging rights.
I will say, as we're doing the podcast, please drop your rating of the race in the comments. Of the
Yeah,
YouTube,
that'd be
please.
great.
We
Let
got
us know what you guys think.
Alex in the chat saying that Jacob cheats.
Hey, Alex, thank
has
you
me
for
making all his
understanding the
picks.
problem.
So that's funny.
Who is Alex?
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
Hey, you want to be part of the league? Let us know.
Yeah, you
Don't-
want to join?
We'll add you in.
Don't
Go
tell him the
buy in
secrets, bro.
just for fun.
That's funny.
We'll let you know next year,
right.
2025.
GFB gives it 8.5.
Ooh, 8.5.
I'm curious what he was missing there at the end. Again, I don't think
Or
Atlanta
maybe not
is.
at the end.
I mean, Joey won,
Well, okay.
so that's a point and a half right
I mean,
there.
yeah.
Fair enough. I did have him in my fantasy league, so like that honestly helped.
I will say, like, I feel like a green white checker at Atlanta is never gonna really be that exciting because how long it takes to build a run
need
there
some
because
builds.
it's so small.
Yeah. you need some
In
builds.
comparison to Talladega, Daytona. But I mean, dang man, can we talk about this? We felt like we were on an island all by ourselves.
Last week,
Yes.
With Darlington until the racing addicts. We have a group chat with all them
What
guys.
happened?
They said that they felt the same way.
It was
I'm
a
glad it
boring
wasn't
And we're
just
like,
us.
I'm glad it wasn't just us.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Every other podcast gave this race, the Darlington race, praise the gods. This was the
Game
best
7 moment.
Oh my
all this
gosh.
stuff.
Larson didn't just run 250 laps. Nobody contested him. Okay, that's great for everyone sitting at home, I guess. No, it was boring. I don't know what happened.
I wouldn't say it's boring, but it just wasn't.
It was boring.
Like we stated,
Okay,
Jeff.
hold
the
on, wait.
last 50
If
laps
we're gonna
were
get-
where the money was at.
agreed.
That's it.
I would agree with that.
To me, there was no attrition, right? So it was all about pit strategy. Like we have that at Richmond. I don't want that at Darlington. I want Darlington to be all about attrition, car part failures, getting in the wall, all the different stuff, and we just didn't have that, right? Which is what you expect when you go to Darlington, especially for the southern 500 miles of Darlington. I mean, the end of the race was phenomenal. It was great, and Chase Briscoe drove a phenomenal.
A fantastic
Yeah,
ending.
incredible.
Last
Yeah.
50 laps, anyone's game. But I'm telling you,
The first 200
watching
and
Kyle
some laps,
Larson
terrible.
run 250 laps is boring.
It's happened with Truex before.
I know. I was at that race at Charlotte where he led all the laps.
It was what, the Coke 600?
The Coke 600 in like 2018 or 2017, whatever race it was. It was boring.
Yeah,
I don't know where we missed it. Listen, I can understand there's a nostalgia thing. I can get we're part of the old school fans.
Someone's got volume on their phone, by the way.
The fact that nobody contested for the win, even with green flag pit stops. What are we doing? This is not a good race. If that's happening, it's
there
not
was
a good
no
race.
passing.
I'm sorry.
Regularly.
It's not. I'm sorry. The rules of I'm gonna dominate the entire race and win the entire race is great, but Larson didn't win, so it's boring. You lost 250 laps of excitement at that point. So sorry.
Yeah,
I'm done with Darlington.
It's
Move
kind of like
forward.
when we went to the Coke 600 when Truex dominated the entire race and set like a record of like most laps led. And
Yeah.
you left feeling like
2018, I think it was.
something like that. We left feeling like that dude.
You felt cheated.
No.
I did.
Well, I left that race feeling like he whooped him.
Well,
But
okay.
but you lost
I was
that
new to
with
the sport. I didn't even know who Truex was at that point, so I felt cheated. I was like, I don't even know this guy.
Okay, but now, in all fairness, if Larson wins Darlington or back to that race, like you look back and you're like, yeah, he put it on him. Like he
Yes.
put it on him.
Yes.
But then like this race, last weekend at Darlington, we're kind of like, I guess we're digging too much into it or whatever from last week, but it's kind of like Larson didn't win. It's like he dominated and then just didn't in the last 50 laps.
Yeah, right. You crapped
So
the bed.
like at least you didn't take away like I can kind of live with like yeah he kicked our butts all day.
Should have been a win. Should he have won the race?
If
No.
there wasn't that,
No, you don't think he should have won the
No,
race?
Chase
Leading-
Briscoe should have won the race.
Oh man,
He was the best guy at the end. The fastest guy won last week.
I
It is
feel
what
like
it
he
is.
should have won the race. If you're gonna dominate 250 laps, if you don't win the race, you
Stop.
really crap the bed.
You are so team chaos. Get the hell out.
You
of here,
should
bro.
have won the race. He should have held it. I don't know what he did to lose it, but he should have
He
won the
choked.
race. Yeah.
He be golfing with Denny
For
Hamlin.
what it's
too.
worth,
I heard he went to Indy
for what it's worth, JFB,
for the last 50 laps.
No, I think he's golfing with Denny Hamlin, learning that choke swing.
For what it's worth, JFB said that he's actually a Larson fan. And he agrees with Matt.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Thank you, JFB.
Well, you're both
Thank you.
wrong.
Wrong.
It's because
So-
this guy's a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. So anyway,
Whatever.
after
Rocket
you
Top.
You're
know,
literally wearing a Tennessee shirt.
he also
Shut up.
brings up that Xfinity at Darlington is a great race, and that is true. Xfinity
This
at
guy.
Darlington is a awesome race. However, the Cup race was not.
All right, so back to Atlanta.
Let's
So
go to
as we go-
Xfinity.
Anyway,
So as we go to
Cup
Atlanta,
first.
well, we could go ahead and knock out Xfinity because
All
there
right,
wasn't
we
much
can.
to talk about there.
I
in
mean,
my
there
opinion.
was. It was a good race.
I thought it was a solid race.
I was not a
man.
fan of the race.
Really?
Ah.
Okay. So me and Jake liked it. Explain why you did not like it.
Well, one, I was by myself, so
Well,
be
that's
some of it.
personal at that point. All right,
Second,
we're all together.
Second, it got strung out. Everyone was running single file for a long time, and it was basically the Justin Allgaier show.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that.
Because if we want to go with the whole Larson ran the whole field kind of thing, basically it was who's got anything for the 7. And until he wrecked, it was everyone was like, it's the 7. Everyone was saying, I want to be the 7. I want to be the 7. I want to have what he has
I mean, he was passing on the inside.
by himself.
Yeah. Come on.
That was
you
pretty
want to be
wild.
the 7 at that point.
They were stacked up like what 8, 9 deep on
Change
the
my name to
outside. He was just
Allgaier.
like, let
I
me
want
go
the
by
win.
all
Don't
of
get
you.
me wrong, like from the standpoint of like that was impressive from their standpoint, but as far as like a fan watching it, it was just I'm just sitting there watching them all go single file around the whole track. It was just I don't know, it wasn't as exciting to me as I would expect.
Were you
an
really
Xfinity
locked
race.
in, or were you kind of watching?
No,
casually?
I was legit watching, and I probably wasn't as clued in as I
No,
would
you
be
just
if I'm
don't
over
like.
here.
You just don't like good racing. It's fine.
Wow.
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 Matt, we really gotta get
Cold
that hat.
takes. Cold takes over here.
Give me
What
the
a
cold-
darf.
I'm just gonna order the cold cut from Subway. Anyway,
So,
was a terrible joke.
I
Xfinity
bet
race.
you don't get your sub toasted.
So,
Nope.
Xfinity race on my side.
unless it's Quiznos.
Stop.
I bet you go to Subway instead of Publix.
Go find a Quiznos here in town.
Jeff, that was a good one. All right, Matt, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought Xfinity was a very solid race. I didn't think anything crazy of it, but I definitely think Austin Hill deserved the win. After those last either 5 or 10 laps, he got wrecked like 2 or 3 times, and he still held on. Deserved it.
I mean,
Oh,
big,
facts.
Big,
100%
big
deserved
surprise.
it.
Yeah.
Austin Hill won a super
No,
speedway.
no, 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 no. Stop.
On the second hand, Jacob saw a
guy.
different perspective
Such
of
a
it
surprise
that I don't want
winner.
to take. So, Jacob, how'd you feel about Xfinity?
No, I thought it was. I'm with you. I thought it was a good race. Something straight out of the '90s. I agree with you.
There you go. 90 Super Speedway, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, guess what? We're in
It really,
2024.
it honestly really did remind. No, it's okay. 'cause-
Shut it.
Okay, hold on.
You Suarez
Going-
fan?
Give me the taco hat.
Going
Give it
into
time.
the race, we like with the way Atlanta has kind of been set up. Like I kind of like you expect and want a super speedway style race, modern day era, right? But as the race started developing, I was like, man, this kind of really reminds me of something straight out of the '90s, where you could make passes, you could go down low and do a side draft, pull a guy back, and kind of jump a spot, and you could kind of do some stuff if your car was handling good. If you couldn't, you'd drop like a rock and go
There
backwards.
was a lot of cars that were very loose.
If you could build the
Wow.
run, you would get the run. And that was the biggest
No,
thing I
but
saw.
it depends, like because you had to be fast in the draft, you had to be fast on the bottom,
But you couldn't do it by yourself.
No,
You couldn't do it by
You
yourself.
could if you
You-
knew how to do the side draft right.
The
Justin
only person was the
Allgaier did
seven.
it by himself.
But he wrecked early. He wrecked like
No, he had a cut
mid-race.
tire. That's not that. Come on.
I don't think it was him that
Bro,
wrecked,
he was
was it?
gone.
Or was it? Wasn't
No,
it?
the 7 wrecked. I watched it.
Was
Yeah,
it
the
him
7
though, or I
wrecked.
thought it was?
No,
I thought he got
no,
caught
no.
up in something.
No, no.
Okay.
He cut a tire. You can tell going into 3, and he just washed straight up. I mean, they're going into 3, and he doesn't even turn left. He just goes straight.
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
cut a tire. I think even Cole Custer said they were door banging on the straightaway on the front stretch, and that's probably what cut his tire.
Could be.
As
yeah.
they're both trying to side draft each other real
This
aggressive.
just in, Cole Custer cut Justin Allgaier's tire. Wrecked him.
I don't know. I kind of liked it. It's something straight.
I was
out of the
about it.
90s. I kind of liked it.
It was a good
fun.
race. I thought it was a good
As soon
race.
as I switched my mentality to this is not a modern era Talladega Daytona Super Speedway, and this is something different,
Yes.
I was okay with it. I was like, hey, you know what? This actually has a spot to be unique and by itself.
Yes.
I don't think it was a bad race. I just think that it was just
Now you're backtracking.
no. I don't think
Ooh,
it was
call
like,
him out, Jeff. Come on.
I don't think it was awful. I just didn't think it was that exciting. It was just it had so much of it where it was just like, all right, we're riding around single file.
I guess you should have been at the pool drinking the peach.
I mean, that would have probably been better.
What are you doing?
You're making a much bigger mess.
He's just
No one can see what you're doing.
manhandling all the popcorn.
He's
Eat
asserting his dominance
Anyways,
on the
Jeff,
popcorn.
did you watch Xfinity?
I watched some of it.
What were
I
your
was
thoughts?
I was going back and forth between that and college football. My game is at noon, so I was kind of in the middle of watching that while the race is going on.
Okay.
I was at
Who was
7.
your game?
Awesome.
Yeah. Huh?
What happened to your game?
West Virginia won. Absolutely destroyed.
let's go.
West Virginia.
I don't know who they beat, but screw whoever they beat.
It was a nobody team, but we just destroyed them like
All right.
50 to 12. or
Whatever.
something.
So let's talk about actual cup race. So not much happened in the first stage other than it was, I believe, lap 54. Larson and Briscoe collide after Larson has a tire go down in turn 2. We got 2 playoff drivers that basically end their day. They're out before the end of the stage. That was a nasty looking.
That was gnarly.
I am
Yeah.
all about it. You know what? Put Larson on KFB Simulator. Real talk. Put that man, make him struggle.
How did you do that?
Jeez, bro?
Make him struggle for this championship. That's
I mean, he's got work to do now.
all I'm asking for is make this man struggle for whatever championship he wants to get. Right? Same with Denny Hamlin. You think this is all yours? Nah, bro. Make him fight for it. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
was-
everybody going into this weekend had Larson as a lock to the championship 4.
Nah, he's out.
Apparently
he
not.
sucks.
Not anymore. Well, remember we said it last week. We're like, man, everyone's
Meanwhile,
like,
he's gonna win next week. So
Yeah.
whatever.
and we were all saying like, hey, like who knows? It's Atlanta. He could have one bad week, and he's right there.
I mean, I think this weekend, the fear of this weekend lived up. Drivers talking about like just trying to survive, and we saw 4 in the first 2 stages.
Crap,
And
they're
I'm
bad.
not sure who got caught up in the last wreck. I know at least Harrison Burton did, so there's at least 5 drivers
Yeah.
plus the Truex deal.
Yep.
I mean, it's at least 5-6 drivers in the 16 that got caught up in drama that they wouldn't want to be in. I mean, so that's pretty exciting.
I'm about it. All
I
day.
kind of am too.
I'm about it. You know what?
You know what? You know what? So interesting. And I have this in the show sheets for later, but let's talk about it now. Denny Hamlin rode around in the back the entire time, intentionally. qualified in the back due to a spark plug wire that was malfunctioning or not working right, whatever. He ran 2 seconds off the pace in qualifying. So he started in the back. So he goes ahead and just sandbags the whole race, riding in the back, right? He missed all the drama and whatever, but all the guys that were back there in the mid pack, they were in the drama.
Yes.
That was all the drama.
They had to be.
With the exception of the Larson
You
deal.
had to be. If you're Denny Hamlin and you're sandbagging the whole time versus Harrison Burton, which is racing for a win to stay in the top 12, like, what are you going to do? Why are you Denny Hamlin? Why are you giving up the spot? I can understand, like, you're avoiding a wreck. This is Atlanta. I don't think they're that big. It's not
3, 4, 5 cars most.
at most, right? That's all
Yeah.
we saw all day. I could have swore we were going to see a car go upside down. It didn't
I mean, we
happen.
really thought we were waiting for like a really
The
big
intensity
crash.
was building. They were 3 wide the whole third stage. But I mean, you're Denny Hamlin and you're sitting like 40 laps to go. Like, wow, I really screwed this sucker up.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
what do you do?
you got to think like the
Now
majority.
you're in the hot seat. I mean, you were positive what, 12, positive 13, and you decided to lean in the back the whole time. Now, granted, they could have a solid pick for Bristol. I wouldn't even say a race win, but maybe a top 5, and that would still lock them in.
Oh, you got to know Denny Hamlin's going to come hot for Bristol.
you
but
still wrecked on the last lap. What are you doing?
well, so what I was going to say is like like all the wrecks, with the exclusion of like the Larson wreck, is they were all mid pack. Most of them mid pack.
Yeah, okay.
So like that's where all the drama is and the chaos is. So if you run up front, if you can get up front, like that's the time to be up front.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
gain
get
your
up front
points.
early. I mean, there was no big crashes, no chaos, no drama, no nothing in the top 10, excluding the one Larson incident, which may have been a tire or whatever. But
Just to throw this in, Jeff, you picked Hamlin for the fantasy league.
I did.
Do you think it would have been better for him to stay out, like end of stage 1, end of stage 2, get some stage points, or just stay with the pack, stay with the tires?
Well,
what do you think as a
picked
crew
him,
chief?
I picked him because, well, one, he's good at super speedways. Obviously, he's got like a ton of wins. But
Bro,
also,
that was all Gen 6.
yeah.
though.
Well,
That's my problem.
still. But what I mean is I picked him because he's known for coming back. I mean, I was not anticipating him getting a win,
But-
I just knew that I could, if anyone was going to be able to start last and make the way and get like a solid top 10 out of it, it was going to be Denny Hamlin.
I get it.
But
for sure.
And it looked good for a while. I mean, it looked like Jake said, he was avoiding a bunch of the stuff and kind of made his way back up into like the top 20 and then just fell back off.
As
So
a
it didn't
crew
work out
chief,
for me.
though, if you see before stage 1 ended, you already saw you were minus 11 to the cut. Would you stay out for tires or stay out for the stage win?
If I mean, it
What would
depends
you
on
do?
it depends on what the consensus was on the car. If we knew that the car was just not
I'd
going to
stay
get
out.
any better, then I would probably have stayed out.
I stay out.
personally.
Get those freaking
Like I
points,
agree.
man, all day.
But it depends if they felt like maybe at some point they could fix the car, then maybe you don't. And
Who stayed out yesterday? What was it? Almendinger stayed out like 50 something laps.
yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
I'm
he had the
telling you,
best car.
Denny Hamlin could have stayed out end of stage 1, got the stage win, got the points. Tires weren't that important, besides Larson destroying his, but whatever. Stayed out with 10 plus points, and he'd be right on the bubble instead of minus 12 or 11 or whatever he's at right
Yeah,
now. Like,
he-
that's just, I don't know. It's just silly.
Nah, he
I think
definitely-
it's silly. They're going to look back at Atlanta and wish they played it different.
He
I
definitely
guarantee it.
could have.
I mean, I think you have to, right?
You have to.
This playoff format does not favor the safe.
No.
It favors the aggressor.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know?
yes, yes.
And sometimes you lose as the aggressor, but it takes you back to like the old Dale Earnhardt tweet. The old Dale Earnhardt quote where he goes, sometimes you wreck, sometimes you win races.
yeah,
You know,
it's
talking
wild, man.
about him being aggressive and him making aggressive moves. I mean, that's just how it goes, you know. And this format favors the people that are going to be aggressive.
Yeah, but like I guess if they felt that they could fix something mid race and get a decent finish out of it, then I can understand why they chose to do what they did. But if you just knew your car, your spark plug or whatever it was just shot, and there's no way you're gonna get a decent finish out of it, then I would at least go for
What was
stage
the problem
points.
with Hamlin? Spark plug, you said?
Spark plug wire.
Yeah,
The day before? They couldn't fix it?
Well, I mean, they didn't find it until he went out to qualify.
They couldn't fix it between what day?
I mean, they did.
well
But then once he
It
qualified,
didn't help.
once you try to
once
fix
he
it, you have to
qualified in
send
the
it
back, he decided it was right in the back.
Trash.
Yeah.
Trash,
So,
trash.
so stage one,
Whatever.
we have the Larson Briscoe wreck, which sucks for Briscoe, especially
for
after
Larson,
the
but-
exciting win last
Well,
week.
The in-car came with that was crazy.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's real. The
That was-
Briscoe
like-
in car, like you don't like
don't
people
even
are like
see-
how Arca brakes, all the different stuff, but like you watch the in car and like you couldn't tell where the 5 was.
Chase, if you need a spotter, let me know.
It was.
I can tell you to go high. It's not that hard. They're wrecking in the middle. Go
Yeah,
high.
it was.
It's not that
all
hard.
all
I'm
the
sorry.
tire smoke from Larson's car from his wreck. It was just all over the place. And,
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
and you could not see, and it literally came out of nowhere.
Out
and-
of nowhere. It was
Yeah.
like Days of Thunder.
Yeah. So sucks for Briscoe for sure, but he was running decent. But
So Blaney wins stage 1. Stage 2, Eric Jones and Justin Haley, they were driving like madmen. I mean, we so again, we have a group chat with the racing addicts. I was like, I feel like we're watching Jamie McMurray all over again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real aggressive,
This is
making
where I
crazy
belong.
moves.
Very aggressive.
Justin Haley was doing good. So I guess I don't know if I ever really saw a replay, but Justin Haley, I guess, got pegged with a penalty, forced somebody below the yellow line, or
Yeah,
took
something like that.
himself below the yellow line. I'm not really
I
sure.
think they said it was forcing
He got, anyway, sent to the back of the field.
because I thought it was funny because that came right after Logano basically forced Cindric below, or not
pretty
Cindric,
close.
Suarez below the line.
That was as close as you can be to a yellow line rule, or
Yeah.
I guess double white, red. I don't. Why are they different? Why?
Atlanta, explain.
This is the rant section. I figured it out. Why are we different in Atlanta?
Why are we different colors?
That is-
Explain.
Why can't it? I mean, at least be green like Quaker State. Why red?
Too much green.
Was it red,
Can't do it.
red and white or something?
Why is it
I don't
red and white
know.
instead of double yellow?
Atlanta, Coca-Cola? I don't know.
Look, here's the deal. Y'all want the truth?
Go
We
ahead.
cannot have consistent rules because the fan base will understand too much.
They will know
So
why their
at
car
these
sucks.
super speedways, we will have yellow lines. At this super speedway, we have red and white.
Because it's not a real super
confused.
speedway. You'll also have to pit at the end of or at the beginning of stage.
Wait,
or turn three, not the end
What'd
of
you
turn
say?
4.
What'd you say? At
You'll-
not real super speedways?
Yeah,
So why the hell don't Nashville have red and white lines?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a super speedway.
All right. All right.
I want to address.
Super duper speedway.
What about
hold
Michigan?
on. I
Where
wanna
are we at,
address,
Michigan?
Dumb speedway.
I want to address JFB's comment. Blaney got the perfect Dent Wizard advertisement. I literally said that pretty much word for word to DJ.
Word for word.
I was like, wow, that's pretty ironic.
The weirdest
That's
thing was
funny.
they covered the 2 up, and everyone was like, "Oh, wait, does that mean
Chastain.
it's Chastain?
Ross-
Is that you?"
Well,
Yeah, they
Ross is
put
gonna wreck 'em.
very significant amount of tape over the 2.
If you listen to our podcast with the racing addicts, you'll get this joke that Ross was probably going to be blocking the 12 real hard.
Because you
Right.
can't differentiate.
There's
a
another
versus
one
a
out there.
12.
There's another one. It's mine. It's me. I'm taking him out.
gosh.
I think out of everything in this race, the real surprise was Suarez.
Right?
Suarez, what? Hold on 1 minute. Sorry.
Was it a surprise? Matt didn't think so.
You gotta wear it sideways. Taco Pirate.
Taco Pirate. Suarez was the real winner of this race. You know what? This man walked into this
Hashtag not
this
my winner.
race.
Hashtag not my winner.
He walked into this race like, what was it, minus like 50,000? Like, I don't even know at this point. And he pulled out with like a top 3 finish. Like,
Suarez was 11th in points in the playoffs.
you know what?
He was actually +1 over the bubble.
This guy deserves all the praise. You know, he owns Atlanta at this point. Not Logano, who's won it twice. Like Suarez deserves this win. He's the best. You don't pick Suarez for your fantasy league. I don't know what to tell you. So,
Did
sorry.
you pick him?
No. But I
Hey,
feel
he gave him a run for the money, though, didn't he?
he gave him a great run for the money. Suarez was top of the class. You know, for a
Not
I don't want
really.
to say
He
I
didn't
don't want
win.
to say a back marker team because Trackhouse isn't.
No,
But
I mean,
Suarez
no,
being a
Trackhouse isn't, but
sleeper pick, we'll
the
say
99
that.
is.
This guy, he had it. You know, if you're not picking Suarez for these super speedways, like you're sleeping. I don't know what you're doing. So
You're sleeping.
let's go.
All right. Anyway,
Let's go. 99
my
all the
gosh.
way.
All right, so moving on into stage 2, we have a debris caution. This is not the infamous Walmart debris caution. This is just there was some random debris, so we
Yeah,
have a caution.
who the heck lost that debris?
That's
think it
in
was the
stage 3.
Walmart
We'll
sign,
talk about that
wasn't
one.
it?
No, that was
No,
later.
I'm talking about in that
There's another
debris
one.
caution. It was like a whole chunk of metal. Like
It was like
where did
body
that come
panels.
from?
Yeah, something.
Probably Daniel Suarez.
We need a
Pulls it-
caution. Throw it out.
He does the whole speed racer thing where he just drops it out the back.
Yeah.
Then we have Cindric just through the whole of stage 2, pretty much
I
just
think
dominates the race.
I'm pretty sure he led every lap.
I was pretty close to it.
Oh, I
It
was
wasn't-
pretty sure he's
yeah.
gonna win the race.
It was
for a while
looking. It was looking
Yeah.
solid. And the only thing that blew my mind was just it wasn't even like, oh, he was just he was doing a good job of blocking or whatever. He like was a ways out. Like he was a couple,
Yeah.
maybe 2 car lengths out of front
No,
of everybody.
coming to the green checkered on stage 2, they couldn't even get close to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was
I thought everybody was saving fuel until the last like 4 laps. I'm like, why is nobody like making a move?
yeah.
And
Now would
then,
be
like
the
they
time.
couldn't even get to him.
Yeah, it was weird. So
That he probably had the best car of the night.
probably.
I think so. What do you think?
Are you looking at me? I was sure. I
Suarez
can't, I
was
can't
the
tell
best,
who you were
right?
looking
Nobody
at.
wants to back up the fact that Cindric had the best car. It's fine.
I couldn't tell who you were looking at with the
Austin
glasses.
Syndrome had the best car? Absolutely not. He had a Penske car. That's about all you got. Not the best.
I mean,
Why didn't
we
Brad
had
win more
He's not a Penske driver, you dummy.
before?
Back
He
when.
did.
'Cause
Oh, there you go. You
okay,
dummy.
hold on. Let
Because
me,
Joey
let me
Logano kept
educate you,
wrecking him.
Matt. I know you can't
That-
read. But when I
that's
say
why.
why didn't Brad win more, that's past tense.
Ask Brad. Ask
Atlanta
Brad
was
in
the
turn
If I,
Super
four.
Speedway.
if I said why isn't Brad winning more, that's present.
I don't understand the question. Explain the question
Like
in one
I'm five.
sentence.
Austin Cindric has a Daytona 500. Brad doesn't.
Explain it
is
to
what
him
is.
like he's 5.
I think
Okay,
Brad
Austin
has
Cindric
like
is a Daytona
7
500
Talladega
champion,
wins.
and Brad is not.
Man, you know what?
I mean,
We'll just
if,
let it be.
if Austin Cindric had the best
I'm
car,
gonna
then
make
why
you-
did the other 2 Penske cars finish up front and he didn't?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Someone's got audio
Someone
coming.
paid attention.
Someone's got audio coming from something. So
It's probably Jake. He's not
Might be
prepared.
this, I don't know.
Sloppy.
Anyways,
Must
I
be a
don't know.
Cindric fan.
I'm not used to this MacBook thing.
No, all I'm going to say is when Brad wasn't racing for Penske, Atlanta was also not a super speedway. So, potatoes,
Obviously,
potatoes.
Yeah, and he lost when it wasn't a super speedway either.
He had to take a shit. Let him be. If you are either I'm going to crap my pants or win this race, second looks pretty good.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, I didn't.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
He
Tyler
also
Reddick
had a
stayed in the
legal
car
car.
last
Did,
week.
did Tyler Reddick
I
not
was
win
just about
the
to say
regular
that.
season championship in the same scenario?
Bro, he was no verbatim. He already crapped his pants. You might as well win it at that point.
I'm not gonna lie. The fact that basically Brad gets out of his car at that race and literally just runs straight to the porta
He
potty.
had to take a shit.
And
Let
then,
him be.
then Hamlin comes up to the door and he forgot to lock it, so he opens the door and Brad's just sitting.
It
If there's
smells
any
like
time for a slow
wine.
mo
I'm
Replay.
not kidding. This is actually on video. I'm not making this up. You can find this somewhere.
Can we
His
get the
car was
slow-mo of
also
this?
illegal, so let it be. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Yeah. Well, you said
No, I was
something.
like, can we get the slow mo of like Denny Hamlin ripping over the door?
Oh, I thought you were like pulling
All right.
the lawnmower.
Stage
cord.
3.
So stage 3. Let's go to stage 3.
Chris Buescher
Go ahead.
gets loose. Rex Blaney and collects Truex. That was exciting.
Yes, it was.
Was that stage 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah, it
Early,
was pretty
early stage 3.
Interesting.
Yeah, Truex was immediately
I
broke.
do not remember.
Ryan
anything
Blaney
else.
ended up being all right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
you know.
he did. Yeah,
but
okay.
Truex is immediately broke. Tried to fix it.
He had
made
that
medium
dent wizard,
speed.
bro.
Huh?
Had that dent wizard.
Had the dent wizard. Yeah. Yeah. They said Kuzman said that they said it on the broadcast too. I missed that.
No,
but,
they
like,
did. They
Yeah, I
did.
missed that. But I said it and I was like, yeah, that's I don't know. That's why I'm super
That was interesting. Again, so we had the Larson and Chase Briscoe, and then we had the
Buescher, Blaney,
Buescher
Truex.
and
Buescher,
Blaney,
Blaney,
that also
Truex.
got Truex into that. So we had 4 guys right there getting in trouble. Oh, let's
Yep.
see.
And then we had a full run of gas and gas and track.
What is this note? I
Saving.
did not write
I
this
don't
note.
know.
What
Wait,
did you write,
no,
bro?
No. I want you to read verbatim what Matt wrote.
No, I did not write this.
Full run of gas for the gas and the track / no savings.
Weren't we just making fun of Alex in the group chat for that?
What are
We
you
were.
writing,
No,
bro?
Matt, you wrote that.
Jake, I
No.
can't even read that, bro. That is all you.
That is not me.
That is all
I can assure you it wasn't me.
my guy.
I can
So
assure you it was
moving
not
on,
me.
You
'cause
gotta
who the
stop
hell
making
knows what
notes.
that means?
I think it was a full run of gas. Basically, there we actually had. No, we didn't. I don't know what that means. Okay.
I don't know, Jake.
then
You got to stop with these
Walmart.
comments, bro.
Then we
Stop.
come to
Very
the,
much good
the
guess.
Walmart sponsored caution that we had.
Hold on.
the
Read my
Guamar.
note verbatim.
Which one?
Walmart strikes again with 8 to go.
Gualmar.
Why do you say strikes again?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
So yeah,
Once
so
again, Walmart has returned.
I'd like to point out that this is either the greatest and the cheapest product placement they have ever done for a race, because they probably paid for this banner that they're like, it won't be in the camera shots very often, and then
I
it
never
ends up
saw it all
falling-
day.
And then I
I didn't know Walmart was here today.
but they were there.
They probably did it on purpose. Pull
Somebody-
the pins.
Who
Let
was
it go.
Somebody in our group chat was saying that somebody must have been up there cutting the zip ties to get a caution at the end.
I would be. I'm being honest.
So and then after that happens, then we have Chastain hits the wall, collects Hamlin and Bubba. This is right at the end. Basically, a lot happened at the very end of this race. You had Penske versus Trackhouse lining up 1-2 and 1-2 on the outside and the inside. So you have Suarez and Logano basically going head to head with Blaney and Chastain behind him. So very, very hectic end to the race.
Yeah. There was a
Logano
great
wins.
call by NBC where they showed that Blaney lets off just a little bit to get a better corner entry into 3 and 4, and which is what gave Logano the better push coming out of
Makes
3
sense.
and 4, and which is why Ross got so tight, because he did not. And he washes up the track and kind of kills the momentum of the outside.
Well, I would just say,
Great call by NBC. Right, I think
mean,
that was Jeff Burton.
let's
Good call.
be honest. It's not like Logano and Blaney haven't practiced this exact same maneuver a bunch of times before.
They have, but they normally wreck.
Not at Atlanta.
Honestly, they
This
normally
has happened at
you know
Atlanta
what?
before.
You know what? It was always they used to wreck when Brad was there.
Yep, it was always Brad.
Common denominator.
Mm-hmm.
Trash.
It's funny how that works. I'm glad
Since
they got rid of
ever since they got Cindric, like, bro,
Penske.
they just be winning all the time.
Penske's on top, man.
I can't even say
Lost
anything.
her
Hey,
words.
can you play that song, Sound of
Flustered.
Silence?
Y'all heard it here first. We
Figurehead.
made Matt silence.
Matt started
Corporate
blushing.
figurehead,
Austin
man.
Cindric, 2024 NASCAR champion.
Don't mess with Logano. It's your turn next race. Okay, whatever.
Whatever helps you feel good.
So Hamlin, obviously we end the race. Logano wins. Through the whole race, we kind of talked about it. Hamlin basically sandbags the whole day just to avoid being wrecked. We kind of talked about that. And Bubba basically wrecks at the end, which Matt, I think, put that in there because Bubba was looking like a huge sleeper pick.
What a dummy.
Until turn
Decided to
4.
wreck at the end of the race. Like, whatever.
Bubba,
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
What a dunce.
All right,
Just
he's a dart.
like Tennessee football, man. Just decided to lose it at the end.
Again, you're literally wearing a Tennessee shirt.
you're not covering it. There, that's a little better.
You're so dumb.
All right, let's go over where we're at in the playoffs.
Can we talk? Ryan Kuzman says, "Do you think
Who?
Kyle Busch not lining up behind Suarez was a middle finger to Chevy? I don't think so.
No.
What
They
finger?
were, they were already three Chevys deep on the outside with Chase Elliott. I don't think another Chevy makes much difference at Atlanta.
Nah.
Maybe at a super speedway like Daytona Talladega, maybe, but not at Atlanta. Too much handling involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think that makes a big enough difference here.
Yeah.
Especially as far back as you. Now, if it was like, hey, line up behind Suarez or line up behind Logano and he chose Logano, different conversation. But at this point, he's far enough back that I don't think it makes a huge difference.
Yo, you okay over there?
The Jeff tried to hold my hand.
I'm
alone.
literally
I thought you
haven't
were like-
moved, bro.
You got these like aviators on. I thought you were like Joe Biden trying to sniff me or something. Like that. I didn't know what's going on over there, man. I'm gonna be honest.
You're just having that look of like,
That's
hey,
it.
kitty,
We're done.
come on over here.
Hey, not a joke. Not a joke. All right.
It's not a joke because he's done. Anyways,
All right, let's go and talk about where we're at now in the playoff standings. Jake, you want to try to turn
Sorry.
your computer on?
yeah, give me. I can't with Matt.
Jeff's over here like. All right, so
my
Logano
favorite.
number one,
Never mind.
literally the best. 2022 and 2024.
Did you throw up in your mouth just saying that?
Brother Speed made an appearance tonight, and
Yeah.
he was calling. He's like, "Oh, that's Joey Lasagna."
Good old brother.
Brother Speed.
I don't know how I lost.
We keep
the
him.
page.
We keep him on the jerky train. That's about it.
I don't know. Just open it up. Just open it up again.
I had it, but it's gone.
Jake doesn't know how to use a computer.
I do. I don't know how to use a Mac.
I don't know how to use Apple Card.
Alex, we need your help. Alex,
Alex,
Alex will
please.
help
Why
us.
is the scroll wheel backwards?
It's not a wheel. It's the trackpad.
Why did you scroll
This
real
is
bad?
not accurate because they still show Kyle Larson in the lead.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know. That's the list I have. I thought
almost
you had
like
a
you're
different
used
list.
to-
for me.
I do
Android.
have a list. I took a photo because the NASCAR website is too slow.
Okay, so I have what it was before Darlington.
So number one, Joey Logano, right?
Hey, look, I put up my photos.
It's a photo of
Brother
Brother Speed.
So number
All
one,
right,
Joey
here we go.
Logano.
No, I got it. Yep. I mean, you're wrong.
Duppy for the
You're
win.
right, but not wrong.
Okay. Thanks, NASCAR.
Right,
Appreciate
but not wrong.
Joey Logano is locked into the round of 12 with his win tonight.
Yep.
You're right, but not wrong.
Ryan Blaney is plus 45. Christopher Bell is plus 40. Quiet day for Bell. Felt like he
Yeah.
did pretty good. You know, not bad. Tyler Reddick, again, another guy kind of quiet.
He's up there at the end.
Up there at the end, plus 33. William Byron is also tied for plus 33. William Byron was in the mix all day.
Yeah.
Alex Bowman, definitely in the mix. Here you go. Alex Bowman's 6 right now, plus 27.
Ooh, he
pretty
needed
good.
that.
Hot take right there.
Austin Cindric in 7th, plus
Syndrome.
27. Chase Elliott is in 8th, plus 24. So right now, your top 8 is Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, all guys we would expect. But then you have a bunch of the guys you thought were going to be eliminated. Your Alex Bowmans, your Austin Cindrics, Daniel Suarez, they're all in top 9.
They're
so
the best. I'm telling you,
Crazy.
man. Crazy.
It's crazy.
Absolutely wild.
Crazy. That was a crazy one.
Come on, Darryl Waltrip.
Number 9, Daniel Suarez, plus 22. Kyle Larson, rough day, wrecked in the beginning because he ran out of talent, got loose.
Typical.
I mean, he said he was better than Max Verstappen. I bet Cody Ware beat him again today. 3 out of 4 weeks, Cody Ware is kicking Kyle Larson's
Rick
butt.
Ware for sure did.
I'm the best.
So Kyle Larson is 10th, plus 15. Then you have Denny Hamlin, who's plus 2. Bad day for Denny Hamlin. They totally screwed this thing up.
Jeff, do you want to elaborate on that?
No,
Okay.
not particularly.
It's fair enough.
Ty
take a
Gibbs,
chance.
I feel like is pretty fair. He's in 12th, hasn't won this year, hasn't done anything super remarkable yet. He is 0, tied with Brad Keselowski, who's 13th. I mean,
Don't
Brad,
say those
Brad is
things.
choking, bro. Ever since he left Gibbs
It's
or
one
Penske.
race. Let him be.
Gibbs.
He's
Yeah, we're
gonna
back-
do better at Watkins Glen.
I was like, as we go in, he left the super speedway, his best track. As we go into his worst track, a road course,
And then Bristol, which he was okay with.
Brad will probably be eliminated. Anyways, Harrison Burton is minus 15. He got caught up in that last lap wreck. Martin Truex Jr. is minus 18. Obviously, got caught up in that wreck in the beginning of the race, or I guess towards the start. And then we have Chase Briscoe, who's minus 20, got caught up in stage 1 with Kyle Larson. What do y'all think? How do y'all feel about the playoff eliminations? Has this changed your opinions on who might get eliminated?
I think it's officially more likely that we're going to get a brand new champion instead of a repeat champion this year, which is kind of interesting.
That's wrong. Go ahead.
You think?
Yep.
But you said Hamlin was going to win.
Yeah.
He's still.
Let's talk about that.
I don't know.
I said Hamlin out round to 16. Let's do this.
I mean,
Come on, brothers.
I'm not going to lie.
You know,
have-
I was
you have this
totally
race
on
and
board.
one.
Without a
Hold on.
doubt.
I was totally on board with the Hamlin deal until he got that engine fine, and now I feel like they probably were cheating up the motors.
Well,
'cause
hold
now
on.
they're terrible.
Hold on.
right?
We got the engine fine before you announced your Final Four pick.
Denny Hamlin, A11, all in. Ross
Duppy,
is out. I
all
gotta
in.
Hey,
Jake.
look, bro. I'm trying to make. It's called networking,
You're
bro.
falling apart, bro. That's all.
I had
that's
to
all
show
it
you
needs.
guess this. So Dirty Bo posted on Twitter a picture of the Walmart sign and said "unexpected item in the bagging area."
That's
It was definitely was unexpected. Anyway, so all right, so give me your new 4 that are out this round. We don't have to go through the whole 16. Who's going to make it?
out?
Whatever. Who's out this round based off of today?
Let's see. Who wants to go first?
Gosh, I mean, it's tough to say.
DJ? I'll go first if you don't
I mean,
want to.
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, so I got Denny Hamlin. Again, he's going to suck next week. 100%. So Denny Hamlin. You got Harrison Burton because he's going to suck next week too. You got, I think Larson will win. Truex. Truex is going to suck. He's going to blow an engine or do something dumb, which is what Truex does.
Is there good fishing near the Watkins Road?
Probably somewhere up there.
Man.
And my last one out is probably gonna be Suarez. I don't think Suarez is gonna have enough to move forward after Bristol.
Man, he's plus 22 on the cut, though.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna get
All
duppied.
right. Okay, I'm gonna see the list.
So what are your 4 again? Let me hear it.
Suarez,
Yep.
Hamlin,
Hamlin.
Truex, Burton.
Okay. All right.
Let me
I
see
think
the
I
list.
agree with 2 of those.
Let me see the list.
I mean, I would argue Syndrome. Syndrome. Yeah, whatever we call him. We call him a few things here, but Syndrome.
Skinhead.
Just easy. This is our podcast. Easy.
There was a few things that we could not say on the podcast.
So
Jesus,
I'm gonna
Joe.
go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with someone else. So
All right, so I'll say that it'll be Burton, Briscoe, Truex, and Hamlin.
Burton, Briscoe, Truex.
And based off of today.
No, bro, Briscoe's good at road courses.
No, he's
So
not.
is everybody else in there except Brad.
I think I
Brad
agree.
might be out. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna say Brad Keselowski because he
No.
sucks at Watkins Glen.
That's the problem.
Harrison Burton
Wait,
because
hasn't he won
he's sucked all year.
Stop.
Chase Briscoe because he's kind of mid sucked all year.
Ford. All right,
And I
you-
think Martin Truex because he's already gone fishing. I think that who's eliminated right now is out.
you
Oh,
Toyota
so you
lover.
picked the bottom 4. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
call him out. Call him out. He did that crap to you last week. Call him out. Bottom 4 lover.
He did do that to me.
Yeah, he did.
I'm gonna go Brad, but I don't know. I'm gonna definitely go Harrison Burton and Martin Truex, and then honestly, like as much as I know I picked him for the final 4, but like probably Hamlin, unless he can pull Rabbit out of its butt
Stop.
Get him
for
out of
Bristol,
here.
Maybe.
But
Get the 11 out of here.
unless he can get pull something out for Bristol, which I think is unlikely. I mean,
He's
did win.
won the last 2 Bristol races.
Yeah, but
it's unlikely,
dude, there's still
Bowman will ruin that for him.
bro.
look, man. I'm just saying if they keep performing like that, then it's not gonna happen.
Does Hamlin ruin it or does
so
Austin Dillon ruin it?
if he keeps performing as he has been, he should win Bristol.
Which
I'm not gonna lie. I might be going to Bristol, probably am.
Okay.
It's a
If
secret.
Hamlin wins, I'm gonna be a little sad.
It's a secret.
I can't.
But I don't know. I'd like to see Hamlin not get in. But yeah. So Brad, Denny, Harrison, and Truex are my picks.
Briscoe's gonna make it in last. All right, got you.
he
I don't know.
deserves it, man. I'm gonna be
Hey.
honest.
I don't know.
So,
it takes
Coming from the guy who fell asleep
So-
with 40 to go.
Here's
I
something.
didn't fall
here's-
asleep. I was nodding
Jeffrey,
I'm not
off.
gonna
do
lie.
not listen to them.
I'm not gonna lie. You know
He's
who?
good at road courses.
You know who's-
Let
Who
him
is?
be. Briscoe.
He is pretty good.
He is.
I'll give you that.
I honestly,
Hamlin will lose compared to Briscoe at a road
honestly,
course.
Brad,
on.
If
Can we
I
bring
wanted to
this
sub
up?
one out,
Can
it
we
would be
bring
Brad
this
and
up?
Briscoe.
RG says how many laps were under yellow for that Walmart sign? Can we
1,000.
talk about that? It was so
It
long.
was 1,000.
That should have been a quickie yellow, 2 laps.
I
Bro,
think
we
it-
were under yellow for like 4 or 5 laps.
I
was
think
the
it,
Atlanta
I think it
one,
was because
like
they were pulling off
1,500.
the other sign that was on the other side of the post.
They
The
were.
other thing that was
Like
on.
they were like dropping speedy dry all in turns of 3 and 4. They should have red flagged it as long as they were under yellow.
Yeah, exactly. So
Anyways.
something else I want to go back to the playoff bubble and everything is somebody who really surprised me today was Ty Gibbs.
Oh my God, get this guy out of here.
No, I'm serious.
Golly.
Super
no one
Speedway, he
gives.
ran good.
He did.
No one gives
You know who
over
didn't run
here.
good?
Super Speedway, so did Austin Cindric.
So
Syndrome?
Hamlin didn't. Hamlin's one of the best drivers in the sport right now, and
He
he ran terrible.
sandbagged and
He's a
like
duppy,
lost
that's
it
all.
like he always does.
Well, Ty Gibbs didn't. Ty Gibbs was up in the mix for a very good portion of the day.
Whatever.
Just saying, for a guy that came into this -1,
a
If
guy
we
who's
had
going
a
to this
Dunstat,
prove
it'd go to
absolutely
him.
Came
nothing.
in there -1 and ended
Listen.
up +0.
let's be honest. There's going to come a point. There's going to come a point in this at some point, a few years from now, we're going to look back and he's probably going to have at least one championship.
Nobody's gonna look back.
Hey, right. No one's ever going to pay attention.
Not
to him.
this year.
Anyway,
Yo, where's the popcorn?
I don't know. All right.
I hope
so
you
let's-
know Matt's touched every piece of that with his hands.
Probably. All right. Let's talk about some.
Man,
Let's
I
move on
didn't
to our
wash 'em.
NAS news section
NAS
of
news.
the week. All right. So
Breaking news.
Iowa will not complete the repave started this year.
Sounds about right. They ran out of money.
Like, yo, IndyCar, all them fans you brought, screw y'all.
You're out.
Bro.
Matt or Jake, I love that you're just sitting there. You just grab the whole bowl, put it in your
I'm
lap.
gonna be honest. You
No
probably
harm.
earned it at this point.
I got the munchies. I did good. I scored like nasty on the. I'm probably the fantasy point leader. So.
Yeah, you probably earned it.
I don't know. We're
The
still waiting on
trophy.
points.
I'm basically the champion, the best champion.
All right. Other news.
My picks were the best.
In other
Our
news,
pick syndrome.
Brandon Jones goes back to Gibbs.
Not surprised. Might as well keep jumping.
Can
from
we talk about the IndyCar thing or the Iowa thing?
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
how NASCAR.
That's what I was trying to talk
and
about.
IndyCar was like, we don't care that IndyCar comes here. NASCAR is here. We don't care about the repave ruining your race. Like, for real?
whatever.
Like, you're out.
You know, I will say, if I remember correctly,
Anything
with,
to ruin
with
Roger
Iowa,
Penske's career.
it was
Bro, facts.
the way it played out with the repave and everything. It actually kind of made the race better.
no,
way.
it did not.
I think it did.
Absolutely not.
I
Did
think it
you
did.
did you not watch the race?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember a race
Bro,
more than
there
like.
was
Kuzma
like-
says Iowa should just be there.
Hold on.
I can't see it.
I don't have it. I don't have it ready.
Basically, dirt track in the cornfield.
If you build it, they will come.
They,
I have family that owns cornfields.
unfortunately,
in,
they showed
Iowa.
up.
Somehow.
Why you just put it over top of us, DJ?
I don't know what's going on.
Anyways,
is that better for you guys?
what's next?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
That's pretty wild. They're not going to finish the repave. That is pretty wild.
Whatever.
Did
It
they
sounds
run
like
out
a
of money?
NASCAR thing to do. Proprietary NASCAR paving technology.
No, that's SMI. Come on.
If Jake was running the job, it would get done.
No.
Oh, we'd be done already.
No. He'd be yelling at every other train.
It'd be done already, and we'd be making a bunch of money. Anyway,
I'm not paying for these pee bottles.
Stop. All right. So yeah,
in
Brandon.
really exciting news, Brandon Jones back to Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Yay,
Matt,
yay.
Matt, you're a
Whoa.
Jones fan. What do you think?
Yo, screw Jones. Screw his non-win butt. Get this boy out of here. I can't wait for his family to run out of money so he's not in the so he's not in Xfinity anymore. Get this man out of here. He's a menace.
Him and Paul Menard must be good friends, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
real
sure it's a
good friends.
paycheck good.
I don't know.
You write me a check for like
I don't know. Maybe they'd be doing the
$100,000, we'd
shuffle
be good
together. I don't know.
friends. I'd be the biggest Brendan Jones fan if he gave me $100,000. Like whatever, I
That's
don't care.
wild. I don't know. That
Get
don't
this
make
guy
sense.
out of here, man. I hope he makes no money like Sheldon Creed.
That's just,
He is terrible.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
Hey,
tired
you
of
want to be
these
on the
people with
podcast,
money.
Brandon Jones?
yeah. Hey,
No,
we promise we'll be nice.
I'll be out. See ya.
All right. In other news, NASCAR has sent a new charter deal to other teams,
Oh man,
and some of the teams may sign it, and some may not.
So
that
have
note
not.
is old from the note. Sorry, from the comments made yesterday.
Well, some of them have not signed it and then publicly posted about them not signing it.
So two of the teams have not signed it.
F you charter deal.
Gee, I wonder what one of
One
those
of them
teams is.
I'm not surprised about, which is 2311, has refused to sign.
Big surprise.
You're not surprised.
The other team, which I was surprised, was Front Row Racing.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Front
is-
row's kind of wild.
That's pretty wild.
That's a
I
little
mean,
surprising.
What was the best finishing driver for their team today?
I mean, today?
Yeah,
Probably Gillen.
I'd hope.
Gillen or McDowell. I mean, they both ran pretty
McDowell
decent.
was
I mean,
like
isn't that their only-
28th the last I saw. I
So
don't
to
see how you
me,
have
like,
any kind of, barter finishing 28th.
I think what's really interesting about this is Denny Hamlin races for Joe Gibbs, and they signed. but Denny Hamlin didn't with 2311.
F you deal.
I mean, that's pretty wild. To me, that speaks about Joe Gibbs Racing, Hendrick Motorsports, your big dogs.
They don't care about money.
No, they do, but it's all about
They don't care about
it's
money.
all about business to business relationships. It's not about making money as a race team.
Interesting.
So like, there's definitely a
Do you think Ally's backing out?
no,
Okay.
No.
Fair enough.
no. They fully have somebody else sponsored for 26.
Do you think so?
Facts.
There's a new ally to the Ally group?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Possibly.
Let's talk about it.
In a
That's
minute.
not in our notes.
In a
We
minute.
can't
In a
talk
minute.
about
In a minute.
Okay.
It's coming. You got to give them the tease, man.
All right. Anyway,
So
Edgy.
they held out. There's a lot of like question on like, I don't know that it's like real clear if two teams or one team or whoever, half the teams, whatever, if they hold out, what happens?
yeah, I heard about this. Yeah.
So there's
How
a
does that go?
possibility that NASCAR could hand out charters to the other teams and wait to sign a deal with them, but it might also have to be with all of them before the charter agreement can go out. It's really confusing. Nobody really knows. But yeah, it's super interesting. What I understand, there's two major things that are stopping the two teams right now from signing. One of them is how much is paid out, because NASCAR is making basically nearly $1 billion a year, even though they say they're not making that much money or whatever. They're making nearly $1 billion a year. If you factor ticket sales from the races, because NASCAR owns half the tracks. If you factor the money from the sponsors that pay to sponsor the races, which is ridiculous amounts of money. And then the other thing that a lot of people seem to forget about is the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series all have sponsors that pay NASCAR, right?
Really?
But the Cup Series has hundreds of millions, right? Hundreds of millions.
Would you say it's billions?
No.
I don't know.
Hendrick Cars is probably billions.
Billion.
It's hundreds of millions of dollars.
With the way Larson wrecks, it's probably billions.
It's millions and millions of dollars that like Busch Beer and Geico. I kind of forget the other two sponsors. NASCAR has four premier partners that sponsor the Cup Series together.
Ooh, you're right.
They pay stupid money that just goes straight to NASCAR. There's no TV provider. There's no money to the teams. That is strictly to NASCAR to be one of the four premier partners of the Cup Series.
Bush Beer, Coca-Cola, Geico, and Xfinity.
There you
Coca-Cola
go.
for sure,
Thank
yeah.
you, DJ.
I got you.
And on top of that, Xfinity pays for the naming rights to call it the Xfinity Series.
Hey, that's why my bill's so high.
Dude,
Screw
facts.
y'all.
That's why I keep trying to raise my bill. But
The minute they leave, y'all call in for a price decrease. That's ridiculous.
so anyways, what it comes down to is NASCAR is making money hand over fist, and the teams are losing money unless you have business-to-business deals that make you break even or maybe make a profit. That's what it comes down to. 2311 does not have those business-to-business deals.
Yeah.
They don't.
That's personal at that point. You know, you don't have those.
Nah, I disagree. If we're gonna do charters, I don't really agree with charters because I'm an old school racing fan. I want to see anybody who wants to show up with a fast car be able to go and make money and whatever.
You always
But
need a
if,
parking
but
set.
if we're gonna do charters, the team's got to make money. There's no other point to do it. If you can't make money, if you have to have all these not backdoor deals, but if you got to have all these side hustles with all these other people in this business to business program, it's not why? There's too much work to make very little money. It's just not worth it.
My thing with the whole like charters and everything is I wonder, like, I know that this is not the most exciting thing to talk about with NASCAR, but like with the charters, obviously the way I look at it is it should.
The charters are the most exciting part.
Are they?
2311 might walk into 2025 with no deal.
They really might.
They might.
It could be wild.
No, but so my thing is, okay, if you wanted to, let's say, if we decided Here for the Speed says, hey, let's start our own team. And we had the money, we had the
got a
backing.
bumper.
We got part of
We
an
should do
Xfinity
it.
car. You know, let's just say we did it. And let's say however we got the money and we could run the full schedule. Why are we not rewarded at the same amount that, say, a charter team would be, depending on position? If we finished 30th, we should get the same in 30th position, whether we have a charter or not.
I mean, my team makes mad money in drafty car.
Well, I'm
not gonna lie.
I'm glad yours does because mine does not.
The defiled trophy. at
I
this
was
point.
climbing up the ranks, got to the truck series, and then made a mistake, and I'm back to ARCA.
Wait till you get the cup.
Yep, I'm gonna
80
fall.
grand.
Fall from
Oh,
grace is gonna be
sorry.
hard.
Anyway.
So yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think it'll be interesting, especially with two teams not signing. I mean, big surprise, 2311 didn't sign. That's I think everyone
Front row
knew that.
shocked me. I'm not
Front
gonna lie.
row's a big
front
surprise.
Row shocked me because they start front row, but they never finish front row. It's kind of wild. I mean, I would. How many more
They want-
bargaining chips do you need? Like,
They want bonuses for pole positions. That's
yeah,
what it
right.
is.
Like that's. I mean, what else you gonna bargain? Like,
They
yeah,
went
I
up-
started up front, but I finished 28th. Like, you ain't gonna
20.
get nothing.
I
out
believe
of
it was
that.
24th and 28th. by the way.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what they
22nd,
said to
I'm
Michael
sorry.
McDowell today.
22nd. and
He got off
27th.
the track and they were like, "This is exactly what we're looking for."
This is why you get no bonus.
you qualified so good, and then you didn't finish
So-
well. So
All that
Welcome
to
to
say,
dirty here.
the teams are not, well, the two teams that have not signed are not happy with the split of the money. The other thing, the other big drama that was really flushed out today by Adam Stern
Drafty car.
is, yeah. No, NASCAR says we've held on to 4 charters for a new manufacturer. We want to move those charters so we can, what's the word?
Reallocate.
There you go. Thank you. Reallocate those charters so the France family can start a NASCAR team. No, stop. I'm out. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't like that. The France family don't need anything to do with running cars in NASCAR. Absolutely not. What do y'all? Roger Penske
They're
runs.
never gonna get penalized. How is NASCAR gonna penalize
They have
themselves?
They have a different rule book.
Shut up.
Actions
That's
detrimental
not
is not even in there.
actual. Get out of here. The same thing. You go below the double yellow line.
That's
NASCAR's
clean.
like, I didn't see nothing. That's clear. That's fine. He's in lead. Whatever.
We reviewed it. It looks good. to
You
us.
wrecked 2 cars for the finish, which is clearly the line.
You
You do that. It's fine.
Like
Well, he's in the playoffs. We needed it.
Denny Hamlin, Richmond. Yeah, you started 60 feet above.
What does
before the
NASCAR
restart.
do?
That's fine.
Do they just write themselves a check at the end of the year
It's
for
terrible.
each car?
It's
No.
terrible.
Get out of here, man. This is dumb. It's gonna be the death of NASCAR. I'm sorry.
That honestly has
that's a huge problem.
It's
that
a
has
big
very
issue.
scary. Okay, Roger Penske owns IndyCar, but Roger Penske has established himself as a very integral man.
Yeah.
Like he is
Titan of industry. I think that's what you're looking for.
no, but his integrity is incredible. Everything he does is incredible.
I don't know. I've seen Joey's hand.
The webbed hand.
Yeah, but then don't you know when Roger Penske found out about it, he was pissed.
Okay. I'd be so mad too if my driver did that.
I don't know. I've seen enough from Roger Penske
Shame.
with stuff like that to me is believable.
The only I agree with you, and I think Roger, and for the most part, is pretty good until it comes to the Indy 500. And then his
Thank you, DJ.
and then his team is what 1, 2, 3
Everything is fair game
until
until
the
the
Indy
500.
500. I feel like everything else,
I'ma
he's
smack
like
y'all right
he's
now.
very much like an upfront, honest, and good guy. Then it's like Indy 500. No, we are winning this.
I think the
All
France
jokes.
family owning a NASCAR series is the worst thing that could probably ever happen in NASCAR.
And it sucks for the France family. I'm gonna be honest, because you're a part of that family. Guess what? You can't contribute in the sport you built and you love.
You are billionaires.
Listen
I can't run
Jacob,
a race car.
for
What am I going to do with all my billions?
No, Jacob.
Go to Formula One.
multi-billion-dollar, you can have no say or no opinion in the sport you love.
Go run. You make
No.
you make the rules.
You have no say in it.
You make the
You
rules.
can't be a part of any fantasy league. You can't be a part of any league. Nothing. You are an outsider looking in. I'm just saying.
how hard it is to be a billionaire.
Listen. That's
Matt,
not
that
the
is
point.
the stupidest thing I've
No,
ever
it's
heard in my
not.
entire life.
I'm just saying if you.
You cannot compete in a fantasy league. What are you going to do with all your
I'm just
billions?
saying if you
You're
love
so
a sport. I'm not a part of the whole France family thing, but if you're not a part of the sport, and you love the sport, it has to suck looking from the side and saying, I have no say in this. I can't do anything. I can't be a part of a team. I can't root for a team because it's
You
all
are
gonna look negative.
NASCAR.
Yeah, but Matt, all of the teams.
would
Hold
suck
on,
for me.
No, Matt.
It
Matt,
would
NASCAR.
suck
Matt,
for
Matt,
me.
If you're hold on. If you're a France family member,
I couldn't root for
No,
Matt.
no.
I'd be so sad.
Matt, they're all your teams. All of them.
Oh, but they're not. You can't root for any of them.
You can root for all of them. They're all you.
You just like go sports, go sport. Like
Yes.
that's all you can do. It would suck, man.
It's
It
a
would
win no
suck.
matter what.
No, it's a win for the money, and I totally get that. But at the end of the day, like people have their hobbies, they have their loves, they have their sports. Like you gotta like.
So start a new league. Go help Everham start the IROC series, like
Yep, just
like
I
Ryan was saying.
Like Ryan was saying.
You know what? The France
would be
family
awesome.
might love open. I don't know. I'm just saying, like it's gotta
Go start
suck.
the electric series and let it die off
I'm
like
not a
Ray.
fan.
If Ray Everham is involved, I'm in.
You're so dumb, Matt.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Ray Everham shows up and is like, "Hey, I
Bring
found
on the
out about
fire.
this electric."
I'm
car."
just saying it's
The
gotta
people
suck.
that run the sport, they can't be a part.
They can't.
You're an idiot.
All right.
Let's move on.
Anyway.
All right.
So we talked about, let's see, Truex to run the Daytona 500 with Cole
Pern.
Pern.
Cole Pern coming
Who
back
is
to
this
run.
guy?
That's
Who's
the
Cole
guy-
Pern?
That's
Pern.
his crew chief that
You don't
he
know
won.
who Cole Pern is?
No, who's this guy?
That's his crew chief
That's the
that
guy
he
with
won the
him.
Gen
championship.
6?
When Martin Truex won on Terror?
From Gen 6.
That's his boy.
Okay, yeah. Congrats.
pretty
You
fire.
got a 25th position car. Good luck.
Matt's like super salty today.
He is.
He's on one.
Anyways,
right now.
Cole Pern
You know what
coming
it was?
back to to crew chief with Martin Truex for 2311
For
That
one
sounds pretty
race,
fire.
and he's never spotted a race in the next gen.
Not
so
spot,
good luck.
not spot. Crew chief.
Crew chief. Whatever. Same
It's the
diff.
Daytona 500. You run the setup. It is what it is.
He doesn't know the setup. He knows Gen 6 setups.
Race cars go fast. Daytona 500.
I hope he figures it out.
Bubba, what do you got? Give it to me.
Oh my goodness.
All right, moving on.
I don't know what
I
else
was
to
pretty
say.
excited about Truex and Cole Pern coming back together.
could
but
be
Matt,
interesting.
Matt totally killed that whole fire.
Because it's a waste of breath. Like,
My
that would be like
God.
Chad Knaus has came back to run the 48 for the last. Like,
Listen,
With
Matt-
Jimmy Johnson?
You watch your
he
dirty
hasn't
lips.
done anything.
That's
You
fire.
watch, you watch your dirty lips.
What's this guy doing? Why is he here?
Chad Knaus,
The Jimmy
competition
Johnson.
director of Hendrick
Stop
Motorsports.
milking
All
yourself
four.
over there.
Hey, how many RFK cars in the playoffs?
One more than Chastain.
How many cars in Hendrick?
I don't know. Four.
4.
Are we at 4?
You know who the competition
I
director
didn't
is?
know. Are you a Hendrick fan this week?
Oh no, I'm a Bowman fan.
Okay, so you're a Bowman fan.
this week.
What happened to Chastain? Where'd
No,
he go?
of course I'm a Chastain fan.
Chastain's not in the
man.
playoffs.
They're like a wave over
Are we
here.
talking about Hendrick or are we talking about Trackhouse?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
You're so stupid.
Oh my
You
gosh.
tell me.
Move on.
All right.
Always been a Hendrick fan.
Look
the
at
biggest Hendrick
whoa,
fan.
Matthew. Thank you.
JFB. JFB.
Pump
Listen,
the
I
brakes.
get it says a 48. I get it. Like,
Or,
that's
hold on. Or the 84.
easy.
He's dumb.
It says 48 right there. 48.
48, 84,
Oh,
same
JFB.
number.
Underscore
he's
48.
48. Sorry.
If you're dyslexic, it's the same number.
Yeah.
I am. So I'm glad I got it
All
right.
right. Let's see. There's a note in here. Charters too much to make. No JGR signs in 2311 doesn't. We already kind of talked about that. So going into the rumors section, NASCAR channel coming.
So
Like
that
a
I don't know if y'all know
network
what that is. NASCAR sounds like they may be partnering with cable. I forget, like True TV or somebody like that. There may be a speed style channel coming back 24/7 NASCAR.
That would be interesting.
That'd be cool.
I mean, there's enough content that they could
I
definitely
feel like
put it out there.
Yeah.
Where you could run old races. You could run old. What was the Fox show that just canceled?
Speed Race Hub.
Race Hub. You could
Yeah.
run old Race Hub episodes if you wanted.
I think that, or you could tag the
There's all
Euro
kinds.
Series, the Mexico Series, the Canada Series. You could,
Brazil,
all kinds of stuff.
Brazil is huge right now.
There's
I
only
think
like
that's super dope.
76 years of footage.
That too.
We could
I mean, there's
run.
so much.
So they're talking about like a full 24/7 channel to support that.
That'd be
support
kinda
NASCAR. I
interesting.
think that's kind of dope. It's good.
Yep.
We need that.
All right. Other rumors: Bowman out at the end of 2025, maybe sooner.
Spicy.
So
Spicy
we
take.
Allegedly.
kind of talked about this a little bit last week.
We didn't want to drop the news, to be honest.
And
We
then-
really didn't, because we found out about this in Daytona from
Yeah.
some people in the industry that are
And apparently,
pretty well in the know, and they don't really miss that much.
And
Well, I mean, really, they don't miss at all.
We
No.
kind of hinted at it, and then apparently everybody decided to hint at it as well. The same week.
Bro,
I wanted to
the
do a
minute
video.
It blew up.
I wanted to do a video on
Yo.
Monday about this because we kind of got the green light from the people that we know that we could share it. And once we kind of got the green light from them, like it seemed like everybody on Tuesday, Wednesday, media
Yeah,
day figured out
everyone.
about it. So anyway, so here's the deal. It sounds like Bowman's contract for sure definitely ends in 25. It could be renewed.
End of 25.
It could be renewed, whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It
Thank
won't
you, Matt.
be. Sorry.
It won't be. It sounds like, again, this is coming from a source inside the industry that has not missed yet. He's pretty much batting 1,000 right now. Justin Haley has signed a 4-year contract with Hendrick Motorsports
Yup.
for 26. Now, the rumor was, and
Done
DBC
and
kind
done.
of backed this up, the rumor was that if Bowman did not make it far enough in the playoffs, that there is a clause in his contract that if he misses the performance markers, that he may not make it. He may be let loose of his contract.
yes.
So that's where all the rumors really come.
So,
Somebody
real quick,
else,
that
not us,
contract-
somebody else spread that his. Well, I guess DBC said
That's
if
the
he doesn't
contract.
make it far enough in the playoffs, that part of it kind of spread out
Sounds
there.
like it's if he's out first round, he's done.
So that contract
It's
was
what it-
signed.
what it sounds like.
That's an option in the contract.
Yes,
but
yes.
it does not sound like that's going to happen.
Maybe.
But it is an option.
yes.
So that contract was signed back in Chicago before the race, before Bowman won the race.
Oh yeah,
So,
this contract goes back a while.
all the way to Chicago, which is what, July 4th weekend?
Yes.
This is wild. So Bowman wins the race after it's already been signed that he's out. And now he's in the playoffs, and he ran a great race today.
Honestly, he was.
I don't know about
really
you guys.
good.
He had a great race. So it's like, who knows what's going to happen? If it is a performance-based contract,
but if it's no, the performance based already, I think, and I mean Alex Bowman said he reached out to the upper management of Hendrick Motorsports and they shut it down.
okay.
Of
Hold
course
on,
they
no,
did.
no,
Of
no,
course
no,
they
They
did.
said that he had talked
if I called
to Jeff,
HR too and said, "Hey, am I going to be fired?" They probably said, "No,
they
you're
said
good.
that he
Don't
had,
worry
I
about
he
think
had
it."
talked to Jeff Gordon about the rumors.
Did he?
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that
the guy
were
who has
talking
a
about it on
lifetime
the
contract?
broadcast.
Okay.
They were saying that they were commenting on his driving really early on in the race, and then they were like talking about, he's got to be worried about these rumors or whatever. But he apparently went to higher management and talked to Jeff Gordon, and Jeff Gordon told him that it was squashing it and just it wasn't anything
Yeah.
to be worried about. But you
So
know,
the whole deal was if
So wait.
Bowman did not perform in the playoffs and performed terribly, the reason why they haven't announced a 7-car driver is because Bowman was supposed to maybe go to the 7 if the
Yep.
performance was not there. I think the last couple weeks, and especially today, the performance is there.
It's a super speedway. Chill,
I mean,
easy. Let's see next
yeah,
week.
okay, but
I
look
mean,
at the
he won
playoff standing.
Chicago.
Look at the playoff standing. I mean, it could change, but I think it's pretty solid that he'll be there 25. But I mean, from what we're hearing, it's over after 25.
It's done.
It's for
done.
sure over.
He's got gray hairs. Rick Hendrick don't like to see
hey,
that.
book
so.
bookmark it here. Take notes. Justin Haley has signed a 4-year contract with Hendrick Motorsports.
Yep.
If this is false, this will be the first rumor news that we've heard from our contact that is wrong.
Technically false.
But I mean, we're a couple dozen deep that are not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't miss. Like he knows what's going on. So pretty wild.
yeah,
But that's his
I'm
job
kind of
too.
sad.
He-
I'm kind of
that's
sad.
very
he
shocking.
He or she.
The Bowman
Our
is
source,
out
he
of
or
a
she.
job.
I'm not gonna say
showman.
anything. They are
But-
in the garage.
But
They-
either way,
they.
it's
They.
very shocking because I mean I know you know, but growing up a Hendrick fan, you know that's not how Rick Hendrick typically
No,
does
it
things.
is exactly
It's
how
very-
Rick Hendrick operates. You get a couple years. If you do one a year, I don't like this. You know I like Bowman.
Well, yeah,
You do one win a year. If you're guaranteed one win a year, you're not good enough and you're out.
So
After-
yeah.
after
Chase
Chase
4 or
Elliott's
5
kind
years.
of like
Chase Elliott is
Yeah.
on the hot seat next
All
year.
right.
No,
All
because
right,
him
yo.
and Napa's they're in bed together.
Bro,
and they're
so
like
making
to
much
invest
money.
in
Wild-
drivers long term. That's the
wild-
goal for
wild take.
H.
After he leaves Hendrick, he goes and replaces Austin Dillon in the 3 car.
No.
Corey LaJoy shows up.
You know where he's going?
No, actually, I don't know. I'm
Probably
kind of
the
curious.
7.
Sounds like 7.
Probably the 7.
That would-
That's so
with
the
Rodney.
whole. This is where the whole playoff performance could make
That would be
him
interesting.
invalid for next year, or give Hendrick the exit for the contract. This is the reason why the 7 hasn't been announced yet. This is why DBC made their comment that Bowman could go to the 7. Again, we heard this a couple weeks ago,
It's gonna
but
be a late
really didn't feel
season.
comfortable sharing it because we're like, this is kind of
I don't
wild.
know,
And then
yeah.
everybody kind of found out about it, but we did get the green light from our
source.
You know-
from our source
you know how-
inside the garage that we can start sharing all his spicy stuff. So.
You know how they say like that, especially like Denny Hamlin talked about when he hired Tyler Reddick, and how it was like we knew we had to get ahead of this because word travels fast in the garage.
Oh, bro, it's toxic.
It's
How
100% true how fast. Like it's
so
faster
wild.
than you think. So we can confirm that.
There was so many funny things.
Best
Like,
case
there were so
scenario-
many announcements that were made during the Daytona weekend, and this person was like, "Hey, did you know this was gonna happen? This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen." We're like, "Wait, what?" And then
So
sure
best
enough,
case
like the next
scenario-
day, they all came through. We're like, "Okay, hold on, bro."
Wait a minute.
I don't know. Best case scenario, you got Bowman in it for an extra year, but he's definitely out.
That's what it
Worst
sounds
case
like.
scenario, he sucks in the playoffs this year, which was not apparent this race, but decided to turn it up. So he could suck this playoffs, be out around the 16.
I'm gonna tell you.
And then that switch is going to happen. If not, Justin Haley to the 7 with Rodney for a year, 1-year deal. And then Justin Haley to the 48.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. That's the
for
reason why Justin
2026.
Haley hasn't
That's
been
it.
announced yet. Justin
26.
Haley is signed to Hendrick, whether he goes this year or next year. I'm
Bingo.
sorry, 25 or 26.
And he'll go to Spire for
So,
1 year.
The reason
as a
why they
full
haven't
minor.
announced the 7 is because they got to figure out who's going to be in the 48 and who's going to be in the 7.
Yup.
So
Once they figure
put it
that
down,
out.
mark it down. Justin Haley will be in a Chevy next year for sure, and probably be in the 7 car. If he's still in the Ford, expect him to run pretty terrible next year because I
Now,
don't think they're going to give him a lot of information.
Quick call, asterisk. We have known Rick Hendrick to ruin contracts before because Brad should have been in a Hendrick car for the 5.
Allegedly.
But he came out and announced it.
Allegedly.
He still has the contract.
Allegedly.
He ruined it for the 5 back in 2010. So whatever. He could have ruined the whole deal, but,
Yeah, but
all
then-
in all,
but
this is
then-
what we've heard. So
But Matt-
we're moving forward
But
with
then
it.
Brad wouldn't have had a championship.
He could have.
But he wouldn't have.
He could have.
Was the 5 in a championship?
FYI,
Stop
argue-
denying.
Matt's trading you could have for it. He does.
Coulda,
Yeah, he
shoulda.
does have a championship,
All right,
and he may or may not.
Last rumor for this week is RFK is rumored to land Kroger sponsorship.
It's not even a
It's
rumor.
barely
It's
a rumor at this
100%.
point, but yeah, they're gonna look. Kroger looks like they're
2311
going
has
there.
crapped the bed because they don't want to sign a charter.
I'm not done, Matt.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, 2311 has crapped the bed because they don't want to let. No, I'm just gonna repeat everything you said. So Kroger is gonna go there, and then it looks like Ryan Priest is gonna end up at RFK.
Not a fan of Ryan Priest. I'm going to be honest.
I think that's an interesting play.
Wait, say what you just said again?
Ryan Priest to RFK.
Okay, big
or
news.
Has the third
RFK sounds like they're going to get a 3rd charter.
Yep, that's the rumor.
That's crazy.
Rightfully so.
With
They are
Kroger
deserving.
being
So
a
is
primary
2311 out?
They're out.
They might be.
Riley Herbst did not bring enough money at the end of the day.
Or talent?
We're telling because it's apparently
You got to
it's
at
the
least check one box.
It's the 14 charter.
At least
So
one.
That's true.
we'll see.
That's true.
I mean, who knows who got the 14 charter? Denny Hamlin had a great podcast talking about that. I
If
mean,
you're
in
buying
all
Yes.
honesty,
charters,
that
Oh,
was-
you
you
finally
buy
gotta
the
listen to
cheapest
it?
first,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Denny Hamlin's podcast was phenomenal. He talked about the 14 charter. Whoever owns that,
they just
whoever's
lucked
buying
out.
that, yeah, they really just.
But
that was a nice luck
hey,
out.
throw that out there, right? Let's just throw it out there. If you're gonna buy
They're
a
probably
charter,
rooting for the 14.
if you're gonna buy
Go,
the charter,
go deep.
you're gonna buy the cheapest first, right? Right?
Maybe not. It's a
I
payoff.
just thought of
It's good.
something.
Who buys the cheapest charter first? What?
Front Row Motorsports.
So they bought the 10.
Yep.
We'll throw it out there, right? Who else bought a charter?
Front. I mean, allegedly.
Spire?
Trackhouse.
Most likely
Trackhouse?
Trackhouse.
Okay, so they may be out either the 4 or the 14.
They definitely got the 14.
You think they got the 14? I
Who
would
is up
honestly say
front
they probably
at
got the 14
race?
too.
At that race at Darlington? Ross Chastain. Trackhouse car.
Trackhouse.
What if Trackhouse
Glory.
was trying to help the 14 somehow?
No.
Glory.
Hey.
I'm just saying, you would
if the
buy
14
cheapest
gets
first.
I mean,
in the
that
car.
would be crazy. I see. Oh, hold on. Dang it, we need a tinfoil hat.
6D chest over here.
Would you like a talk?
That is kind of crazy. If he stayed out on old tires and stacked up the field
Yes. That's what
to
I'm
let
saying.
the 14 go because it might become the 88.
I'm telling you, man.
What if that was true?
There's some big game. There's some big brain math going on here between these owners.
Listen, I'm just
You buy
saying.
the cheapest first.
DJ,
That's all I'm saying.
hold on.
Justin
That
Marks,
is wild.
Justin Marks is a genius, and let's be as like he is very, very smart, very good at marketing. Clearly knows how to build a race team. I'm just saying it'd be really interesting.
Teams have done crazier things.
If he does
Yes.
have the 14,
Oh, he's gonna. It's brilliant,
bro, it's brilliant.
If it comes
But
out,
Ross was still racing for the win.
I want to know this. If we find out, I will say this: if we find out the Trackhouse gets the 14, I'm going back and watching Darlington again.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
watching the whole race.
Watching making blocks that let the 14 take runs.
Yep.
Money.
Interesting.
That is so wild.
All right, Jake, do you want to do a anti-rant?
No
Glory.
No
what
green
was it?
flags missed.
Oh yeah, no green flags missed during the
This was
broadcast.
This,
So me, Matt, we missed it the first time at Daytona
Daytona.
because we were
Daytona, yep.
in Daytona. So we saw all the laps, including yellow. Screw y'all. Anyways,
super confused. Didn't know what was going on from where I was.
no, it was awesome. Super good. So we normally have the rant section typically because NASCAR or Fox does something stupid, but NBC, man, they're just killing it. They're literally knocking it out of the park. Actually, I really like Rick Allen on Xfinity doing a great job.
Yep.
Lee Diffie on Cup
Oh,
is
so
phenomenal.
good.
Like this race, like you could tell, like this man was
Ready.
like he was made to call Cup Series Super Speedway racing.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like he's the best. Like he's probably the best of all time.
Can I just take a small little rant?
You have a rant?
A small one. All y'all people talking about the dude's accent, shut up. The guy is so exciting.
Poor man.
He's doing an amazing job. It's incredible. He literally makes me on edge the entire time in a good way.
That's
And,
like if we talk with a southern accent over
like,
here the
I
whole
don't
time.
care what their
We'd have
accent
a
is.
problem with this.
He's an amazing commentator. He's doing an amazing job. Just shut up and enjoy it. We could be stuck with Clint Boyer just rambling.
I mean, I'll take Lee
Not that
Duffy
Clint
over
Boyer is
like
bad,
a
but,
Jeff
like-
Burton or something like that. I mean, which we had him too, but like, I mean,
Well, you gotta have like a Rick Allen or a oh my gosh, Mike Joy.
All right, Jake,
type-
you're a few races in.
dude, Lee Duffy. And
Lee
Mike
Duffy
Joy
versus
would be
Junior.
killer.
You know, I'm
Come on.
going to be super real. I thought I would miss Dale Jr. so much during the NBC broadcast. I haven't missed him that much.
No. You know why? Because Jeb Burton sounds the exact same. They got that southern twang, which is great, but they're so similar. You could switch them out and nobody would know.
Matt over here like, they all look alike.
It's that southern twang, man. If he's not saying side job or 3 wide, you never know.
Oh my god, they
I'm
sound
sorry.
the exact same. That
I'm
is wild. But you're
on,
not
man.
wrong.
I'm not
It's
wrong.
close.
There have been a few
I'm not
points.
gonna lie. You get
Putting
like
an Aussie in there or an Englishman, like
Bro,
Lee
hey,
Duffy,
you get-
like throws a little of, oh, that's this guy. All right, cool.
Hey, you get 3-4 whiskeys in, it gets real hard to tell the difference
couldn't
between
tell.
Jeff Burton and Dale
Call me
Jr.
dyslexic,
Like,
call me dumb. I don't know what to say. I couldn't tell the difference.
man.
Like
Yeah.
whatever.
That is
They both had
so
great takes.
funny.
I just didn't know.
All right.
I hope the algorithm app we use to make shorts finds that because that was the best comment of the night right there.
All right, let's move on to our question of the week. So this is the first one okay to say? First part?
Yes. So I reached out to our friend. Let me make sure I get his
So
name
if you
right.
don't know, there's this app out there. There's a game. It's a NASCAR-inspired game called Drafty Car.
Yes.
Ooh, big news on this.
I mentioned that.
Drafty car is blowing up.
It is. It's
Blowing up.
so when y'all were in Daytona was when you guys first heard about it, and it
Yes.
basically
I
took
heard
over the
about it
whole
first.
garage, right?
So first off, I heard about it. It was like practice day, and I saw the tweet from the owner, manufacturer, producer, whatever you want to call him.
yeah.
Developer.
He said, "Hey, by the way, this game is live. Jump on it and
Yeah.
play it." I was like, "Cool." Download, played through the whole game. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty legit. This ain't
It's
just
fun.
like
It's a
your
lot of fun.
your mom and pops like race a car. Like this is a entire ownership team mentality of a either Orca, truck, Xfinity, Cup, whatever car you want.
Has all 4 series.
Kind of game. And I was like, oh, I'll jump on this. A day goes by and I start seeing more tweets, and 2311's playing it, RFK's playing it, Joe Gibbs is playing it, Hendrick.
It blew up.
Bro, this thing is blowing up at Daytona. And Jake's like, what are you talking about? I was like, bro, download this game. This is more than just like your standard NASCAR copy and print kind of game. I was like, this is pretty legit. Like, you need to actually take out a loan to pay for your car to race the next week. He's like, oh, okay, I'll jump right on that. So Jake jumped on it, and he is far exceeded what I've done so far.
I'm dangerously addicted.
I don't know what your loan amount is, but I'm still in ARCA and trucks.
I'm actually doing okay. I finally made it to Cup, although things are not going great.
Are you a Rick Ware
I'm
car
still
right
playing
now?
ARCA.
I have won the truck championship. I have won the Xfinity or the
I'm nowhere near that.
with Grand National Championship, Xfinity comparable, and I am getting very hurt.
So anyway, we jumped on this game. We thought it was great. We started talking about it during the Daytona. Yep. We didn't talk about it much for Darlington, but it is blown up. Everyone's playing it. It's all over social media. It is a fantastic game to just jump on and play whenever you need to. So Jake, go forward.
So talked with the guy who made the game. His name is Brian Blackford. He said that we made an agreement that we could sponsor the question of the week is going to be sponsored by Drafty Car.
Oh, awesome.
So,
I didn't even know that.
Going forward.
Hey, you didn't even tell
Question
me
of the
that.
week
That's
sponsored
awesome.
by Drafty Car.
Sweet.
The best racing game on the mobile platform as of right now.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That
So
is-
With
yeah,
apparently big news maybe coming in.
Maybe.
maybe. We
We'll
can't
see.
say too much.
potentially. But
So,
that's awesome.
all right. So, moving on to our question of the week, sponsored by Drafty Car. Will,
I love it.
why was that funny?
It's our
No,
first
I
sponsor.
love
right
it.
there.
I
Like,
love
okay,
it.
okay,
I
I'll
was
take
like,
it.
It's just hype.
Sponsored by Drafty Car. It feels like you're like
Hold on,
listening
hold
to the Drafty Car game. Welcome to week 7 of the
You will not
Drafty
get
Car
wrecked out.
series.
Welcome to week 7 of the Drafty
Dude,
Car
the
Wrecking
commentary when you
series.
start the racings,
I love
actually
it.
Kind
Are
of
you kidding me,
awesome.
bro? I'm in it, bro.
This is the question of the week,
Yeah.
sponsored by the Drafty Car app, the best racing app on mobile devices. You can find it on Android and Apple devices in your App Store and
And
Play
on
Store.
stream.
Clip that. I'm gonna send it to him.
And stream.
Sorry. I
Will
ruined it.
NASCAR make any changes to change the super speedway safety?
All right.
That's
Y'all
a
know the
weird-
answer or no? I know.
Absolutely not. NASCAR loves the chaos. Cars flip,
I wanna
they're
hear what
okay.
Jake's
Anyway.
gotta
Are we
say.
talking about like the flipping, or are we talking about
That
like
stuff.
drivers?
All right. So here's the deal.
Because
NASCAR, the right wing that they added.
that thing.
Shark fin.
After Michigan to the Daytona race, they're going to mandate that on all intermediates or bigger
Whoa,
going forward.
Really?
That is the mandate. So we're going to flip more cars.
Nice.
I
About
told
it.
y'all. I told y'all after Daytona. I told all the guys before Daytona because we didn't do a podcast before the race that was going to make it worse. It obviously made it worse at Daytona. We saw two flips.
Personal preference.
I told you.
Personal
Personal
preference.
One of these days, y'all gonna look at me and tell me I'm right. It's
Go get
okay.
your
No,
degree.
we're
Tell
never
me
going to
you're
do
right.
that.
We're flipping more cars than we ever have been.
Perfectly
It's okay.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Anyways, so that's pretty much the rule change. They're going to add this shark fin at about 185 or higher speeds. It's going to make the flipping way worse, and that's where we're going.
It'll be fine. They'll just flip upside down, go straight into a wall on their roof, and it'll be fine.
Honestly, they're going to be totally fine with this till one of these cars that don't break apart hit a catch fence
Yeah.
and absolutely absolutely tear it apart or go through it. That's where we're at.
God, you're so morbid.
On the
Yeah.
on the
I'm
plus
just
side,
being real.
on the
No,
plus
you're
side,
morbid.
Okay, look at Kyle Larson's car.
He's fine, bro.
It crumpled.
Hit the head.
It crumpled.
Hit the wall head on and got absolutely hammered from the rear.
Perfect.
And Matt's like, "Yeah, the car's not that bad. He can probably tear it apart, fix some stuff, and run it at Daytona." You would never say that about any other car.
Matt's over here like
It's
it
the
was
legit
perfect.
opposite from what I said. I said, "Oh man, the car's kind of screwed up. They'll probably have to save that one for Daytona."
Same thing.
Same outcome, different
Anyways,
context.
I really
You got
think.
8 months to figure it out. I think they could fix it in 8
Here
months.
you go.
So-
You want the rant? They won't change anything about this car until it hits a catch fence. That's
Ooh,
the rank.
That's real.
That's
I'll
a-
give you that. one.
However,
Or
okay,
until a driver
I
dies.
will say this.
Thank God they lost. They deleted 10 rows from the bottom of Daytona and the grandstand.
I will say, okay, I will.
I lost
and
my
and
seat.
Talladega.
I lost my seat.
I will say this.
I'm just saying.
I will say this. They do seem to have, I don't want to say fixed, but they have severely lessened the issues with driver safety. So at least they've done that. I'll give NASCAR credit there.
Great.
Listen, okay, it's a step, okay? It's a couple steps.
We went from drivers hardly ever getting hurt unless they got hit on the roof, driver's side, to
Well, now they're good on the
I
roof.
think they're
so,
going to
like,
be
yeah.
okay if they hit the wall.
But,
Honestly-
but they're getting out and they're okay.
Kyle Larson took a lick today.
That part's okay.
And he
That
walked
part
out
is.
A-okay. So,
So did Briscoe.
yeah,
they-
they took a lick, man. Those two cars were trash, Jake. And they came out and did an
I think the
interview.
key-
and they
That
were good.
was the standard for the longest time.
You know what?
It was
I agree.
It was no question before, and now
You're
we're
just
like,
You're just
I
full of
hope
popcorn,
he gets out
man.
okay.
Look, I don't like.
Did you not say that?
I
Man,
did.
that was a big hit. I hope he's okay. We didn't say that 5 years ago.
No, I did.
True or false?
I mean, we would probably still say that.
I mean, I saw
don't
Austin
remember
Dillon
5
hit
years
the
ago.
fence, so I hope he's okay.
I saw Ryan Newman then put up the black dividers and thought he was not okay.
That was a scary day.
Jake,
Yeah.
you get the dunce hat for the week.
No, bro. I'm trying to tell you. All right, look.
So,
when,
okay.
when, because they won't fix it, because they refuse to fix it, when things go terribly bad, I will look at you and say,
I told you.
I mean, I'm not saying a whole lot, but I
we
agree
are
with Jake.
flipping more cars than ever before. I mean, it's just
Man, you
whatever,
changed your
man.
name to Denny Hamlin. You're not even signing charters anymore. I don't know what to tell you. You don't even want to see him next week.
You're against charters.
You're,
Say
just
cars
admit
full.
I'm right, bro.
Anyway,
Can't.
so
I haven't seen one hit the
back to
fence.
it. Will NASCAR make any changes?
That is terrible.
No.
No,
They ain't
they're gonna
change
add
nothing.
this right
Too
then.
much
It's
money.
gonna fix everything.
Nope,
Quote,
too
unquote.
much money.
They might make small adjustments
No,
here.
the
and
only-
there.
the
the
exact
only
change.
thing they can
They
do-
got to change the bottom plate.
Yeah, they got to
The
get rid of the
underwing.
arrow.
Get rid
wing.
of it.
They got to get rid of it. But then the problem is they get rid of the arrow wing, the car is going to completely change on super speedway.
They pretty much have to.
You know what
redo
they'll
the
do
They
whole
before
thing.
completely
that?
have to restart and
Change
have a
the
new car.
entire vehicle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and hit the fence and go ahead and build a new car.
Cool.
what they
Build
gotta
a
do.
better fence.
Hopefully it doesn't go through the fence. Hit it in turn 3 so nobody gets hurt.
Listen, I know a guy that's really good at building walls. Apparently,
You know,
I don't know. I
he's
never
been
saw
to
one.
a race once or twice.
I've never seen him build one.
I'm hammering this together. I can just see it. All right, let's move on to looking at next week preview because
This guy.
we have been going way too long. So next week we are going to the Glen. We're going
Yeah.
to Watkins Glen.
Love
best
Watkins
road
Glen.
course of
Favorite.
the whole year.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So we actually have a new tire coming this next week. So it's gonna
New
be
tire
softer.
and new bumps in the corners.
Oh yeah. Turtles, not
turtle.
turtles. Turtles.
Not turtles.
With spikes.
Spikes.
Curbs. There you go.
Spikes.
There we go. Curbs.
Turtle
Spikes
curbs.
is crazy.
I like the turtles, but
No Ninja Turtles. They have curb turtles.
And SVG is
curb.
racing. So gee, I wonder how he's gonna do.
Probably first.
I don't know.
I don't think.
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know if he'll win, but he's gonna be.
He was in the race today, right?
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
he in the race?
Yes.
Yeah.
He
Did-
finished about dead last.
I think he tried to do the Denny Hamlin.
Hey, maybe.
Let's ride in the back.
I'm
See what
I'm
happens.
gonna watch the 11 the whole race. That
I'm
was
gonna learn. I'm gonna learn from the 11.
I'm like Denny Hamlin. I'm all in. I'm gonna fall in.
We have.
Falling out of
We
money.
also have an Xfinity race there, so that should be interesting. Ross Chastain is going to drive the 92.
Oh yeah. I don't
for
think
DGM?
that's announced yet either.
Oh.
Ooh.
Got a special announcement right there.
Well,
You didn't hear it from us.
there's only 6 people
Drafty
listening.
car, what are you doing letting us know?
There's only 6 people.
Don't tell anyone.
There's only 6 people
It
listening.
sounds
We can
like
keep this secret.
as far as DGM goes, Josh Palicki will be in the 91 because he is the road course ringer of the group. Kyle Weatherman will be in the 36 and
36.
Yep.
36. Yeah.
Is that DGM?
Yeah.
36.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Come on,
How about
DJ.
that? I only
It's the best car they got.
And then
it wasn't that day.
Ross will be in the 92.
Awesome.
Ross got a top 4 finish last year at Watkins Glen.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I'll pick
You know
him
who
this
I
week.
bet
Let's do it
shows up
again.
again? Suarez.
Suarez. No,
But
probably
not.
not.
I mean, he.
You're wrong. It's not Coda. He's
Or-
good
or
at
you
Coda
mean
because it's so
Sonoma?
close to Mexico.
You mean Sonoma?
Again, so close to Mexico. We are way too far north. for this to
Way
be a good race
too
to
early.
predict.
2025 predictions. Daniel Suarez winning Mexico City. Let's go. Over
I
unders.
think he's ran there a bunch, so he probably is a favorite.
Probably.
Has
SVG
to be.
destroys him.
I go to another country, dominate.
Oh, can you just imagine him with everyone
the
out,
hammer
everyone
of
out there? He's just
justice.
like, oh, hi, mate.
Call
Boy,
me Miss.
Here's this rugby. Here's this rugby ball.
Hey,
This is rugby ball.
Pitbull calls me Mr. Worldwide.
Let's.
What's really interesting about the Cup race at Watkins Glen? Apparently, they're bringing a new tire. There's not a lot of known about it, but it apparently has 4 seconds of fall off.
I'm so sorry, Denny Hamlin.
Why? Denny Hamlin is the best at tire fall off,
He sucks at a road course.
He might have
but
have
he
a
is
chance
the
now.
king of tire fall off.
He's not the king of road courses.
He's kind of mid.
He better be praying for Bristol.
Who do you really think might win next week?
Brad.
No, I think
He's
it's.
so stupid.
I think you're
Matt,
between.
stop. Oh, DJ, stop.
You're
Matt.
between 3 drivers.
Stop.
You got the 20, the 97, or the 5. That's it. You got those 3 drivers.
Careful how you're holding them fingers, boy.
Sorry, you got those 3 drivers. Wherever. There you go. Yeah. 20,
Whoever's in the
97,
chat, let us
5.
know who's going to win Watkins Glen next week.
Yeah.
So who do
These
you
nuts.
think? Give me one driver.
D's nuts. No, I'll give it to Bell.
Gross.
I'll say SVG.
Jeff?
Sorry.
Our DJ
SVG.
SVG?
I'll just throw it out.
Byron.
Based off of recent performance, I'll go with Tyler Reddick on road course.
Ooh, Red Brick.
That's a good one.
Alex Bowman. It's probably going to rain. It's going to be perfect.
I mean,
Yeah.
No,
Chicago.
honestly, next week. who
Oh, I
knows?
hope it
honestly,
rains.
I don't know.
I hope it
honestly
rains.
I don't know.
Hope it pours and rains. That'd be
SVG
awesome.
has a
With a new
real
tire.
shot.
Yes.
The problem with SVG though is all the Cup guys are
Have
like
experience here.
familiar with this
Yeah,
track.
that's the thing. That
They're not starting on equal ground like they all did in
realistically,
Chicago.
realistically, I expect him more like a top 10 kind of guy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still pulling for him. Future 88 driver. So,
Dude, that's gonna hurt Jake so bad, bro.
No, I'm actually super down about
Oh, okay.
it. Okay, I was a little hurt, kind of in my feels, and then Dale Jr. gave it his blessing, and I was like, okay,
What was he going to do? Not give it his blessing?
yeah, he could tell him, screw you, bro. That's
Screw
my
this
number.
guy. That's my number. I hate NASCAR.
They
Move forward.
they called him
okay.
and asked him
It's
and
okay.
asked him for his permission and his blessing to use the.
Oh,
88.
well, that's nice.
That's
Did they
pretty
really?
respectful, bro.
That's
Really?
very
He's
nice.
going to run a
I didn't know
National Guard
that.
scheme. Did you know that?
Bro, he's gonna win more in the 88 than Dale Jr. did. That might be a
Yeah,
tough
road
pill to
courses.
swallow.
dude, if he wins a championship in like 2 to 3 years,
Imagine SVG freaking going deep in the
One.
playoffs next
DJ,
year. That's
1
gonna
year.
be wild.
well, yeah. Well, let's be honest. He's probably going to win at least half of the road courses next year. There's 6 of them.
Look, man, if they're averaging a road course per round
okay.
in the playoffs,
Where it's even ground, he's gonna win. So Mexico, he's gonna win. Chicago, he's
It's
gonna
not
win.
even ground in Mexico. Daniel Suarez has ran there like 1,000 times.
Yeah, but not in a real car.
Okay.
Honda
Stop,
Civic
stop,
4 cylinders not the same.
Stop.
Not
it.
in a real car.
We're losing it. Oh,
We're
God.
losing subscribers.
Let me show you what I can do with this Toyota Tacoma. Anyways, I think wherever there's more equal ground, I think like Sonoma and Watkins Glen, his advantage is less. But
Agreed.
wherever there's the less advantage and the more equal playing field, the more advantage SVG has against
Yeah.
the field.
No, I agree. But I mean, I think he's going to
But
win.
then
He's going to win at
SVG
least
is getting
one.
pretty decent at ovals.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to win one of them. Most likely.
we were talking about
So
today.
He's going to be locked into the playoffs. And once he's locked into the playoffs, all you got to do at that point is just finish decent the rest of the season.
Yes. What we were talking about today is 3 cars for Trackhouse and RFK are going to really push those teams. Like,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
3 points of data versus 2 points of data. Big deal.
Wild. Yeah, so I think that'll be interesting. So anyway, all right, so moving on. That's pretty much all we got to talk about for next week. And you guys
Yeah, I
got
gotta go to bed.
yep.
Yeah, I was going to say it's getting late, y'all.
Yep.
All right, so do you guys have anything you want to say before we
One
wrap
more
up
thing.
today?
I am going to Bristol Motor Speedway for the first time ever.
It's
I'll
a
be
secret.
going to Yeah, don't tell my kids.
For the
If you
first
talk to my
time
kids,
ever,
we
we
have
were
a
there in
first world problem.
August, or we were there in March.
No, for the first time ever, I'm going to go to both Bristol races in 1 year.
man, bougie. This guy
Super
over
dope.
Here.
Yeah, get on my level, bro.
Bougie. Guy out here.
Bougie.
We're getting close to that 36 races a year, everybody.
We are the amount of races we're
We're
going
almost
to
in double
is-
digits.
It is.
Increasing.
If you count everything at Speed Weeks, Bristol will make 18 races this year.
Bro.
That's a lot.
And we haven't even gone to Homestead yet.
Which sounds pretty likely.
Pretty likely to go to Homestead.
But anyways, I'm going to Bristol. I'm taking the wife and the kids. So if you're going to be up there, please.
I'm the wife.
Matt,
No, I'm not.
you're
Not
muted.
that weekend. Indy, yes. No. No, but if you're going to be up there, the
Jacob.
best way to get a hold of me is
Twitter.
message me on Twitter. I will definitely see it. If you want to hook up,
Pick a fight. Honestly, that's the best way you reply. It's just fight him on any subject.
Honestly, that's
If
how
you
we've
wanna-
got
hold
a lot
on.
of friends.
That's how
that way.
Kuzman became friends with us.
that is true. That is true. If you want to, go drink some moonshine, shotgun a beer or something, let's hook up in Bristol and go have a good time. We'll be up there Friday and Saturday. Got to go see Junior run what sounds like his last race, which is kind of
Okay.
sad, but I'm going to go. He did
Quote,
say that. He
quote.
did say that. He said that for real.
Yeah, okay.
So
It's because
I'm going to
she's on
watch
fire,
Junebug tear it down in Bristol. And Denny Hamlin went on Saturday.
There you go.
Jeez.
I'm glad you're realistic.
Anyways,
All right.
hit me up on Twitter so we can go hang out. Follow us on all of our social medias. We're all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the stuff.
All the fun stuff.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy, y'all.
Love y'all. Yee, yee. Woo. We are